Well, good evening, everybody, from Dan Barnett Field. I'm Jake Geedy reporting here live as the big game, or little big game, is fully underway. We're about 4 minutes and 38 seconds left in this ball game. Scoreboard shows the Argonaut Mustangs 21, the Thundering Herd 30. And the Thundering Herd, of course, as you can see on your screen, just knocking on the door to score again. We're going to go ahead and take a real quick break. And there will be no audio for right now, but we will be returning again once the Mustang Hall of Fame induction will begin, and we'll start our coverage then. So we want to thank you all for tuning in, and just hang tight with us because we'll be starting as soon as this game's over. Take care. All right, well, with that turnover on downs, we got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds here left in the ball game. 21-30 in favor of the Buffaloes. We're going to go ahead and, a bit of the history about this rivalry. This is the it's been going on for 97 years. This will be the 102nd game or meeting between these two teams, both as Jackson and as Argonaut High School, as well as Amador High School. So we got a chance to catch up with Kevin Barnett, who was an integral part in the Mustang on the Mountain. So we're going to go ahead and take a real quick look at that, guys. Hey everybody, we're here with Kevin Barnett and the Mustang on the Mountain. So it's finally completed.
Yep.
And, we're going to talk with Kevin a bit about what's going on here. So how are you doing today, Kevin?
Good. Glad it's done.
Oh yeah, no. So last time I was here, we just had the cement pat and almost a garbage can on top of it.
It was the nicest garbage can memorial around. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So
that was just covering the light. So
wow. So look at this. So why don't you go over this a little bit? So what is this?
Well, us and a group of friends and quite a few contributors that helped us fund this. We built the base and then put the concrete on the bottom, and then we got this all welded up. This is all made out of steel, welded up. And
if you want to take a look at this, Matt.
And water jet cut it out.
Oh wow!
So that it spells everything out. And on the front it says Mustang on the Mountain and the Dan Barnett Memorial. On one side it's got a quote from Chris Equinoa, who was the principal at the time. Mm-hmm. And then on the back side, if you want to keep walking around, it's got 4 football numbers and a big Mustang head. And then on the far side, it's got a what's said on my dad's plaque.
Yeah.
When they named the field after him.
So
and then of course a Mustang on the top. That's what it was all about.
Of course, yeah. So why did you do it?
We actually came up here to just put a plaque up somewhere because none of the kids knew who Dan Barnett was.
Uh-huh.
So we started that, and a couple friends said, "Go big or go home." Uh-huh. So we went big.
We went big, yeah,
went
definitely.
Big.
So I see that you got the plexiglass, and then there's a light in there, right?
Yep, it's all lit up from the inside with yellow plexiglass on the inside. So it's green with yellow lettering. The base is now painted white, and where his picture is, it shows white.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So, and then the top is all glazed with green,
let's
white,
show the top real quick
and
there,
gold
Matt.
Rock in there with the Rotary emblem, who helped support us and helped support us in this. Yeah. And then a 50-cent piece that represents the year that the school became Argonaut High School.
Right here, yeah, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, and then it's lit up at night with spotlights. We have spotlights in the back, so that's all lit up at night, and it's all on during the day, but at nighttime it really jumps out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I see that we have the seniors for 2020 here.
Yeah, this is a new tradition. We talked to Rick up at the school about making this platform, like Amador's got the rocks over there that all the seniors put their numbers on. So we decided to allow the seniors to put their number up here, and then they're going to come in and sign it. The cheerleaders are going to sign it, and then we'll repaint it every year white, and they can come in and put their new numbers in, and the cheerleaders can sign it, all the seniors.
Yeah, of course. Fantastic. So I guess one other thing that we want to talk about then real quick. So your dad. Mm-hmm. So I mean, obviously you might have a bit of a skewed opinion of him, of course.
Yeah,
we all like to aggrandize our fathers,
yep.
But what is one thing that you really want people to know that your dad did, or that?
Well, he'd probably hate us for this, because he really didn't want to ever take credit for this. Mm-hmm. His big thing was, and I still agree with him, without the community support, this field would have never happened. Mm-hmm. It was everybody getting in together. All my dad really did is got all these little groups to work together. Mm-hmm. And then he threw some money of his own at it and made it work. But it was mainly getting everybody to work together to a common goal. And that's what it was that was able to put this field together and everything else. So that's what it's named for. It's and I know if my dad was here still, he would want to thank the community. Of course. That's the way it is. And this was done with community effort. Yeah. Your family helped out.
Yeah, of course. We helped out, and yep. I know there were a bunch of donations from a bunch of prominent community members, and just
the Rotary Club stepped up big. My dad was a member of the Rotary Club since '63, so they helped out, and we got other plans to continue, improving it up here and making it look nice and everything else. So that's something me and my brother have kind of decided that we want to continue on with a little project here or there every year.
Yeah, so there are some plans for the future for this Mustang on the Mountain, and you said you were going to do some extending for a retaining wall.
Yeah, we're going to extend the retaining wall, because before the monument was up here, everybody, all the kids were sitting on this, so they were sitting here watching the game. So we really don't want them sitting on this. So what we're going to do is put the wall going that way and the wall going that way, so all the kids can sit up here and watch the game.
Yeah, of course.
So,
very good.
And then there's some plans for a pathway in the back and a few things like that we may do for down the road, for even for watching the baseball and the softball game. There's some great spots up there where you can see both fields. So if we kind of level it off a little bit and make some sitting areas up there, it'd be kind of neat. So those are some plans we have for the future.
Stuff. Yeah, fantastic.
Tomorrow night's the big night.
Tonight.
So that's the big thing, and then it goes along with the Hall of Fame. So Argonaut's inducting their Hall of Fame members, and my dad happens to be one of those this year.
Oh, well, there you go.
So it all kind of tied together.
Absolutely, that's really nice. Well, fantastic. So it looks like there's a lot of plans to come, especially with this thing. This came out phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, this is really nice.
For something we thought of 6 weeks ago.
I know. How 6 weeks ago?
It was a lot of work. We started the following weekend after we first did it. Got everything dug out of here. Meeks donated all the block for us, so we were able to build the platform. And then this just kind of morphed into me and my brother and a couple friends sitting around talking, and all of a sudden, well, let's do this and let's do that, and who can we get to do this and who can we get to do that, and then we got the metal built, and then we went and talked to Keith Lynch, who played on my brother's football team, and Keith said, I'll paint it for you. So Lynch did a custom paint job on it for us, and we were able to purchase the Mustang, and then we didn't know how to do the top, so we just sitting there after we built it and said, well, if we put a 1-inch lip around there, we can put rock in there and put resin on it and make it look like the Mustang's in water. And so it all just kind of
went into it.
Yep.
And all local effort too, which was
great. The only thing that went out of the county was to get it cut. The water
jet. Yeah. So there we go.
So
all right. Well, hey Kevin, thanks for showing us this. Thanks for putting this together.
And good luck to both teams tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Good luck to both teams tonight. And we'll go ahead and get back to football action in just a little bit. You're tuned in to KVGC 1340 AM, 96.5 FM, and of course on YouTube at KVGC Radio on YouTube. Take care, guys.
Well, good evening, everybody, from Dan Barnett Field. I'm Jake Geedy. You just heard the interview we had with Kevin Barnett with the Mustang on the Mountain thing. We'll be hearing from them later on in this broadcast, right about halftime. We are just waiting for the Hall of Fame festivities to begin soon, and we'll be there in just a few minutes. So stick with us. Again, you're listening to KVGC AM 1340, 96.5 FM, and, of course, live on YouTube. All right, well, good evening, everybody, from Dan Barnett Field here at Argonaut High School. We are about to get underway with the Hall of Fame inductees, and Cam Merzlak there on the field, Randy Bittner on the going on the thing. Frank, how you doing?
I'm doing great tonight. Boy, a big night tonight. There's a lot going on here. Not only is it the 97th year that we've been playing this game, but the Hall of Fame ceremony. Richie Rose is the first inductee tonight. He was in the class of 1957.
57, wow.
Three-sport athlete, basketball, baseball, and track. First team selection in baseball in 55 and 56, as well as the MLL champion varsity team in 54-56. He also was a first team selection in the 54-55 basketball all-league field, and in 1956 he was a football team quarterback. They had an 8-1 record with a 33-1 win over Amador, and he is the first inductee tonight. I was 1 year old when Richie graduated.
1 year old, wow.
1957.
Oh,
Richie Rhodes, the first inductee.
So
they've got several inductions tonight into the Hall of Fame, the Mustang Tiger Athletic Hall of Fame. And Richie is the first one selected tonight. We'll talk about each one as they come up. Martin Ryan, of course, our sheriff, is being inducted as an athlete tonight. Dan Barnett, community member, is being inducted. You just saw the video earlier of the Mustang on the mountain that they've brought out.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool what they did out there. Kevin and the family, in honor of their father and him being
you know what I thought was really cool?
Posthumously.
If you saw on the buy and sell today, they list off some of the major sponsors. Jeremy Edwards and Barron's. Jeremy Edwards will be calling most of the plays for Amador tonight, donating to that project. So big ups to that, giving back to the community and donating over here to Argonaut, you know, in memory of Dan Barnett, of course.
Our second inductee tonight is Martin Ryan, Sheriff Martin Ryan. Martin was a member of the 68-69 Jackson High varsity baseball team, earning all MLL first team selection in 68 and helping the Tigers win the Motherlode League Baseball Championship in 1968. Also excelled on the basketball court as a member of the 1967 and 68 varsity basketball teams. During the 67 season, he was selected as the first team All Motherlode League in basketball. Off the field, Martin was the Jackson High School student body president, 68-69 school year. And after high school, he continued his playing career at UC Davis, where he was a 3-year member of the Aggie baseball team. And also played 1 season of basketball.
I didn't know that. Martin did?
3 years of baseball and 1 year of basketball at UC Davis.
And at some point, you're going to see Casey and Mitch, most likely his nephews, on this list, I would imagine. Some great athletes here at Argonaut. More recently, time.
Yeah, the Ryan family for sure. And so Martin, it was after a very busy career with the Department of Justice.
Yeah.
He came back here and has been our sheriff, I think, for 4 terms now as sheriff, I believe. So
incredibly accomplished career before ever even coming back to the county.
Yeah, just a super guy, and his wife, Teresa. I consider both of them friends and just an outstanding member of our community. Congratulations for Martin to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. The next one is a posthumous award to Dan Barnett, who passed away earlier this year. And the football field is named as Dan Barnett Field.
Yep.
After Dan and the planning and development of the football field, as well as putting the lights on. And in 1992, Chris Equinoa, who was the principal of Argonaut at the time, dedicated the field in the name of Dan Barnett. And the family has created the Mustang on the mountain that was unveiled tonight during the JV game as a lasting memorial to Dan Barnett and his dedication to Argonaut high school athletics. His son, all three of his sons, I believe, are down there. And
they may come talk to us at halftime.
Oh, okay,
A little
terrific.
bit about the Mustang on the mound. But, yeah, that is Kevin and his brothers.
Yeah, Dan passed away earlier this year, and Dan was a long time. He coached, I believe, youth football, didn't he?
Nuggets. I know he coached Nuggets
yeah.
quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, for a long time.
Did he, and I hate to just kind of question here on the air, but he may have had some involvement with JV football here at Argonaut, I thought, Kevin said.
Yeah, and you know, I first met Dan when I moved up here in '83 as a member of Rotary Club.
Okay.
That's how I first met Dan, and of course, he was running the paper then, and you know, him and Mike Bull, and I obviously bought a lot of ads from, so they were in my office a lot, and that's how I got to meet Dan first when I first came up here in 1983. So next we have, looks like Gianni Machado.
Machado. That's
Machado, I think is how they pronounce it. Class of '94.
Went to school with his younger brother, who was a heck of an athlete as well. But not the biggest guy, but I'll tell you what, he played big, one heck of a back for the Mustangs in the early 90s.
Baseball is really what has brought him in to this through 92 to 94. He was a 3-time member of the Mother Lode League first team, all-league team. And during the '84 season, he led San Joaquin section in batting with a .476 average.
And that was a competitive time in Mother Lode League baseball. Amador was really strong at that time. That's 3 years in a row, so he went up as an underclassman.
Well, Argonaut won the section in 1992, which he was a member of.
Yep.
And then he was first team all-league in football his senior year. So yeah, but baseball was where he made his name, if you will.
Hey, a lot of kids, baseball is a hard sport, too, to go up as an underclassman and be an all-league player when you're going up against 18-year-old pitchers and everything else. And that's one heck of an accomplishment at a young age. You said 3 years in a row, right? All-league.
Now, I got to tell you, this next selection, this is the 1998 varsity softball section championship team, and I remember watching these girls play.
I was in high school here.
Becky Sherlock,
yep.
Chris Lundgren, pitcher. She went on to play college ball. Nikki Silvera, Rebecca Stowers,
yep.
Marianne Dempsey, Michelle Pojo, Christina Kearney.
Shout out
Cassie Pojo. Elizabeth
Christina,
Barkley,
Marianne.
their shortstop, went on to play at UOP. Natalie Simmons, Annie Kern, Amanda Avila, Alicia Belmars, coached by Chris Lucky and Jay Lucky. And I remember watching those girls play, and they could play softball.
So there's Pojo. You got Michelle up there.
Both of the Pojos are here.
Annie Kern.
There's Chris Lundgren.
Yep.
There's Barkley.
Yep, and then there's Belmars.
We're looking up close. Coach Lucky's, both of them senior and junior. And
awesome.
I remember watching these girls, and they were really fun to watch.
Marianne's not up there, is she? She didn't get a chance to make it. Nope.
They only have 9 of the team there. But like I say, I know Chris Lundgren went on to play. I know Liz Barkley went on to play at UOP. I believe Chris Lundgren played at Sac State. But they were a fun team.
Poj and Kearney were both sophomores on that team.
Right.
Right on.
Yeah, they won a section championship. That was outstanding.
That was a dominant period for Argonaut in softball. Dominant.
And Cassie Poggio and Alicia Balmeres and Christina Kearney had clutch RBI base hits.
There they go. They're talking about the section championship. And Lundgren was the MVP of the year.
Michelle Poggio and Christina Kearney and Cassie Poggio.
Pojo, buddy, come on. This Jackson, don't you know? Don't you know that
Kearney
name?
and both Pojos and Sherlock were all league that year. And Chris Lucky was the coach of the year by the Stockton Record. And just an outstanding team, well-deserved recognition coming in.
Hey, Frank, I don't know if this story's true or not, but I was told that Chris Lucky came in and wanted to coach baseball. He wanted to be a baseball coach here at Argonaut, and the position wasn't open, and they said, hey, why don't you go coach softball? He said, yeah, I'll give this a shot and see what it's all about. And he started coaching softball. Then when the baseball position came up, and he said, no, I'm going to stick with this, and he's got to be the winningest softball coach in the history of Argonaut High School.
Oh, I think there's probably no question about that.
Close.
Chris coached my daughter, and they had some good teams there. They're individually entering the team, but no, yeah, for sure, Chris has been the winningest softball coach for sure.
Maybe one of the winningest coaches of any sports in this school.
Yeah, he's had some good teams here over the years, that's for sure. They're recognizing all the players on the team, even though all of them aren't here.
I like that.
Statistician.
You've got to give that up right there.
That's Mrs. Lucky.
That's Mom.
Mom Lucky. She was a statistician.
The stat girl.
Coach of the year, head coach.
And when I was in the Lucky's Fantasy Football League, she always ran the draft, made sure everybody was in order, so she's good. She's good.
Long overdue.
Yeah, they beat Marysville in the section championship game 4-0 to Lundgren, I believe, threw a two-hitter in that game, two-hit shutout. And certainly last but not least, my friend, Mr. Keith Davis, who was a coach at Jackson High School and Argonaut High School for 34 years. When I first came up here in '83, I remember the 1984 football season. Matt King, Whitmore,
Johnny Whitmore,
Sonato was the quarterback, and they played a playoff game in the Butte Bowl against Hillmar.
Any broken ankles?
No, against Hillmar.
Okay.
And it came down right to the end, and my wife's roommate in college was from Hillmar.
All right.
And her dad was the mayor of Hillmar. So all of his buddies came up here, and that's when the steakhouse was underneath the National Hotel. And they had dinner there, then we made bets.
Okay.
And we had to go settle up at the end of the night at the Wells Fargo.
Okay.
Well, and I remind Mr. Davis about this.
Did he cost you money?
Yeah, it cost me $100 as Hillmar won that game.
Back in '83,
as
that
Sonato
$100
threw an
was
interception in the end zone with less than a minute left on a second down from the 5-yard line.
What'd you say? Run the ball. Is that what you told him?
Yeah. I said,
give it to Marshawn Lynch.
I tell him, you and Pete Carroll are both go down in history. But Keith Davis for 34 years, just an outstanding coach. He was named Coach of the Year twice. The '84 season, he guided the championship Mustangs team. That's the one I was talking about. Number 9 in the state. And that season, the Mustangs were number 2 ranked offense and number 1 ranked defense in all of Northern California.
They had a video. Matt King, I think, his family put it together. But it's like a highlight film of all the big plays, and it goes to the final countdown. I cannot hear the song Final Countdown without thinking of Matt King at 18-year-old running the football. But I'll tell you what, I played for Keith Davis and was my history teacher, one of my favorite teachers all the way through school. But as far as a football coach, one thing that guy did is he got more out of you than you thought you had in yourself. And you may be a talent level of a 5, and he was going to make sure he was going to get a 6 out of you. And he did that. He pumped us up, fired us up, and taught us a lot about football, a lot about life. Was a really great coach, and don't have anything but the greatest things to say about Keith Davis as a man, a coach, and a teacher. So really nice to see him.
He was my absolute favorite history techer of all time.
You know, my daughter said the same thing. Oh, yeah. Everybody loved Mr. Davis.
Treated everybody the same. Yeah. Treated you with respect, and delivered the message good and made it fun, but you respected him at the same time. Just a great teacher, great guy.
Yeah, no, he was fantastic. He's actually kind of the reason why I wanted to major in history and get my degree that way. So
that's what Jake's working on right now. So there we go.
There we go. All right, hey, so we're just a couple minutes out. We're going to go ahead and start our Camps Propane pregame show in just a second. We want to thank again everybody and congratulate all of those who were inducted into the Mustang Jackson Tiger Hall of Fame. And we'll be back with the Camps Propane pregame show in just a second, guys.
A lot longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com.
Hello, I'm Richard Fulton, CEO of Cypress Dental Insurance. If you are an employer looking for quality dental insurance for your valued employees, look no further than Cypress Dental. We are locally owned with affordable PPO dental plans where you can see any dentist starting around $29 a month per employee. If you currently don't offer dental insurance, how about our voluntary dental plan? Give your employees the option to purchase group dental insurance on a pre-tax basis. If you would like more information or a free dental quote, please call Frank Halverson at 209-954-3914. Ask Frank about our unlimited calendar year maximum plans or our incentive plan.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
Well, good evening, everybody. Live from Dan Barnett Field. We are moments away from the big game starting here. You're listening to the Camps Propane pregame show. JD and Frank are here. Guys, what's going on tonight? How you doing?
Well, doing great. Getting ready for this big game, the 97th year of this, one of the longest running rivalries in the state of California. Actually, the 102nd time that this game has been played. And we've seen a lot of crazy things happen in these games over the years, huh?
Especially in recent years, Frank. And it's been real competitive. It doesn't matter where each team stands coming into this game. For the most part, it has been competitive. And a lot of people have been talking about what Amador's done this year. Heck of a showing last week. And everyone's already given them the league championship. You never know. We've got our picks. We've got our expectations. But you just never know what to expect when it comes to this game.
Well, Argonaut has won the game the last 2 years in a row. Last year, 27-21. So the bell is up for grabs tonight, the big game bell. And, you know, on paper.
Yes.
On paper, Amador should win this game going away. Mm-hmm. But they don't play the game on paper.
Yep.
And there's a lot of crazy things that happen in rivalry games, whether it's high school, whether it's college. And, you know, I know the fans are excited, the teams are excited. They come in with very different records. Of course, Amador comes in, and they have just been outstanding all year with an 8-1 record, 3-1 in league. Argonaut comes in 3-6, 2-2. If by chance Argonaut was to win this game tonight, they would become playoff eligible and they would make the playoffs.
Okay.
You have to have a minimum of 4 wins to make the playoffs. Right now, Argonaut is considered a bubble team, and they are not in. Amador right now is ranked number 1 in Division 6. Now, those of you that are standing out there and saying, that's not true, they're ranked number 3, because you went to Max Preps, I'm going to tell you the difference here so everybody knows.
Okay.
If you went to Max Preps and you clicked on the button that says playoff projections, what it says there, if you read it, based on the algorithms that Max Preps put in there, they list the teams that they feel have the highest percentage chance to win the section championship.
Okay.
And in those projections, Escalon is 1, Amador is 2, Hillmar is 3. But if you go to the standings and the rankings of the divisions, not their computer model.
So it's a projection.
Yes.
Was the first.
In the standings, Amador is 1, Hillmar is 2, Escalon is 3.
And what that means is those teams, if they stand like that, they don't face each other till late in the playoffs.
Correct. Calaveras in the standings right now is 6. In the projections, they're 5.
Okay.
The first 4 teams will get a bye.
Okay.
There will be a 12-team bracket. The top 4 teams will have a bye next week. 5 through 12 will play, and then they'll fold in the brackets. The brackets will be drawn and posted on Sunday afternoon. Now, every year, there's always movement away from how they say, because right now, there are not 12 teams in Division 6 that qualify for the playoffs with 4 wins. So if that's the case, there are going to be teams out of Division 5 that are probably going to be pushed down into Division 6 to fill those brackets.
Like possibly a team like Ripon.
Sonora is in Division 5 right now.
Okay.
And they are listed on the projection side, number 5. But on the standing side, they're like number 12.
Okay.
That loss hurt them bad.
Yes, it did.
Against Amador last week.
Now, Frank, can I ask you some what-ifs here? I'm just thinking, if Argonaut were to win tonight, and this, come on, folks, this is very, very, very unlikely to happen. One of these games I'm talking about. If Calaveras Bret Hart beat Calaveras, if Sonora lost and Amador lost, would Argonaut then at 3-2 in league split for a league championship with those other 3 teams?
Yes. And here's what happens. Every league winner gets an automatic entry.
Okay.
So all league winners are in. If there's a tie, and it states it right on MaxPrec, if there's a tie, all teams tied automatically go.
Oh, wow, okay.
So every league has an automatic entry. Then each league has at-large entries. The Mother Lode League has a guaranteed 2 at-large entries.
Okay.
1 automatic, the league winner, and 2 at-large.
Okay.
Okay, automatically.
Gotcha.
Then it falls out depending on the rankings. So that's where it sets right now. But they always throw a twist every year because every year when the brackets come out, I go, that doesn't follow your rules. So we'll see. The brackets will be out about 4 o'clock on Sunday night, and we'll get those to you in the pigskin preview when I record on Tuesday. But this game tonight, like I say, on paper, I don't know that Argonaut can score against this defense. This Amador defense gives up an average of 8.8 points per game, while they average 40 points on offense per game.
And you know what? And Argonaut's offense hasn't really changed. This coaching staff's gone against this offense so many different times. When you got a defense that strong, you're familiar with the offense you're going against. It could be a long night for the Mustangs.
Well, what's so impressive about this Amador defense, they're not just big. They're athletic and they're fast and they attack the football. I mean, when you start talking about Inigo Baxter and Darian Nelson and Clint Lyman and Thomas Fancher and, of course, Wiley, who is just plays
Tackling
with his
machine.
hair on fire and just tackles everything in sight.
I think the Mustangs are going to have a heck of a time. You don't run outside the tackles very easily on Amador. They cover that edge impressive. And I think if the Mustangs are going to have any luck tonight, Frank, it's going to have to be up the middle. But then you name these big boys up the middle. There's not really a weakness on this Amador team, but I am so impressed at how they cover the edge.
Well, I'm going to guess that Argonaut knows that if they're going to have a chance in this game, they're going to need to get off script.
Yes.
So I can expect some trick plays. They scored a touchdown last week on a halfback pass.
I heard about
And so they're going to have to get off script.
Hook and ladder we saw.
To try to do some things here, but I expect it to be all Amador tonight.
I think so
They've
too.
got a lot of incentive. They want a piece of that championship after beating Sonora next week, and I think the Buffalo
And 2 of the better coaching staffs in the league. I don't think anyone's going to dispute that. And
Definitely
the one
not.
thing that Argonaut does, Jake, they play up to their competition. Like that Houston game, they probably shouldn't have been in that game.
Yeah.
But I don't expect Amador to play down to the competition if that's what people want to say. We know the Mustangs, 90% of their team from last year gone. They've improved as the season's gone on. But this game, they're always up for the competition. So you're going to see the best of the Mustangs. You're going to see the best of the Buffaloes here
Absolutely.
tonight.
Hey, so you've been listening to the Camps Propane pregame show. We're going to go ahead and captains our midfield. We're going to get those captains' names. Be back with more from the pregame in just a moment, guys. Take care. We'll be right back.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on hometown radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane and Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. The captains are in midfield. We're waiting the coin toss. Jake Geedy, Frank Halverson, J.D. Geedy, and, of course, Cam Merzlak running the camera, guys.
All right, captains for tonight's game for the Argonaut Mustangs, number 12, Joshua Sanders, number 13, Joe Woodruff, number 53, Max Todden, and number 87, Michael Hayes. For Amador, number 1, Wes Villarreal, number 44, Nash Wiley, 51, Darian Nelson, 55, Clint Lyman. And those are your captains. The coin toss is just about to happen. And
hey, listen to this, guys. Frank, you got John Mitchell, 325, Thomas Fancher, 315 pounds, Inigo Baxter, 255, Darian Nelson, 235 pounds, Jose Cardona, 250, 210, Mason Andelin. You got some big boys on this Amador team, man.
Well, Amador won the toss, and they have deferred. So they're going to put that defense out on the field first, so Argonaut will be receiving the opening kickoff. We're about ready to get this one started. We're going to send it back to the studio from a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back with the kickoff for the 102nd playing of the big game. So stay tuned.
Argonaut Automotive is the one-stop auto repair shop you need, providing a complete range of car care services at affordable rates. Fully equipped to handle all of your maintenance and repair needs, their state-of-the-art automotive center offers computer diagnostic, factory-scheduled maintenance checks, quick turnaround times, and ASE-certified mechanics to tackle any issue on all makes and models of any foreign or domestic vehicle. For exceptional client care, impeccable service, and competitive rates, Argonaut Automotive is the company for you. They take care of car troubles and have their clients back on the road in no time. Call 223-2174.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field where we're right in the middle of the national anthem, and we're going to see if we can get it out there for you guys. Hang on a second. All right, and that was actually a pretty good rendition of the national anthem, if I do say so myself.
She's got some voice control, huh?
Yeah, definitely. How about that? Well, good way to start off this Motherlode League big game. Again, the 102nd playing in this game, the 97th year, correct, Frank?
That's correct.
All right. So we are just moments away from kick. Of course, the Buffaloes won the toss, and they've elected to kick. And the Mustangs will be receiving. So, again, like you guys were talking in that pregame, it might be a bit of a rough onslaught for the Mustangs coming into this starting off.
You know, Jake, one thing I want to say, Frank read off those years of that they played multiple games. And I'll tell you, one of those games in 1942, that was a ball game.
There were 2 games played in 1942.
Remember that one, though, of those 2? That was a heck of a game, Frank.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, real quick, Calaveras Lumberjanes Harbor scoring update before we get going. With 2 minutes left in the first quarter, it is Calaveras 7, Bret Hart 0. Then 10 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Sonora on top of Somerville 7-0. We're about to kick off here, guys.
So, Frank, you're going to I think you're going to end up this season at what, 37, 36?
Well, I think I'm gonna finish 38 and 10.
38. So that's what we got today. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 35 and 10 going into
35
tonight.
and 10. Okay, I thought it was 33. Okay.
All right, back deep for the Mustangs, number 11, Josiah Sanders, Joshua Sanders, number 15, Colby Eckhart. Nash Wiley kicking off for the Buffaloes. The 102nd playing of the big game is underway.
Not too common. They have 3 men in the back like that.
Field about the 7-yard line, gets across the 15 to the 20, looking for some room. Hit, falls forward across the 15-yard line to about the 16. That was Josiah Saunders. Argonaut Mustangs will have it 1st and 10 from their own 16.
Frank, that's something you talk about every week is field position, how important it is in this game, especially with a team like the Mustangs who kind of have to methodically move down the field, not a big play offense. And when you're going against a defense like Amador, you're going to have to start with good field position. And that's a weapon that they have with their kicker being able to put it deep every time. The Mustangs are going to have a hard time on this field position battle tonight.
1st and 10 from the 26. Bo Davis under center. Traditional double wing offense for the Mustangs. Saunders goes into motion. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around the left side, and tackled immediately by number 151, Darian Nelson. And that's what I talked about, the lateral pursuit of this defense.
They're not getting the
you
edge.
You just cannot get an edge on them.
That's what, and I agree with you, Frank. They're going to have to do it up the middle if they're going to do it, because it's not going to be there on the edge. They're so disciplined. They're so athletic. They're so tough. They got everything you want. And look at that, 4 men in on that tackle, or young men on there.
Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Ball sits back on the 23-yard line. Davis wants to throw, incomplete, intended for number 15, Colby Eckhart, just a little bit high. It'll be set up a 3rd down and 13 for the Mustangs.
You know, that ball should have been a little bit lower, but Eckhart's going to want that one back. I'll tell you, folks, that went through his hands. Run after the catch opportunity probably wasn't there, but that was definitely a catchable ball. But Davis is going to want to get those down.
Well, that's the one thing they do. When you've got this big defensive line and Davis not being very tall, he only takes a 2-step drop and they throw. That's their passing game. He's not a good pocket passer. Inside counter move to Saunders off the left. Going to be well short of the 1st down. Tackled about the 29-yard line. It'll be 4th down and long, and Argonaut's going to go 3 and out and be forced to punt. So,
but you're right, Frank, with the short quarterback that's not getting too much depth behind the line, he's going to have to sail that up a little bit. It's going to be hard.
Those some big, tall boys on that defensive front for Amador. So good snap. The kick is off. Pretty good kick. Going to be fielded right about the 41-yard line by number 22. I believe that's Stock. He gets up across the 50, across the 40, knocked out of bounds. There's a late flag, and it's going to be on number 77 of Amador. I'm sure that's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Mason Andelin. Good return by
Let's
Stock
see if we can
all the
catch
way
it
up.
Here, Frank, on the replay.
You'll see it late back here, right there.
Oh, yep, after he was on the ground.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was blatant
That
right
was
there.
just a spear, and I'm surprised he didn't get kicked out of the game for that.
Just no reason
I mean,
for
the
it.
defensive player was on the ground, and Adelin just speared him.
And this is what Amador needs to do. They're a composed team. They're disciplined. Their coaching staff's going to drill that into them. Don't give them anything here tonight, guys. Don't give them those opportunities right there. 15-yard loss.
And I got to tell you what, the Amador coaching staff, I guarantee you, is going to pull that young man aside because that was absolutely uncalled for. So that'll move the ball back to the 48-yard line, Amador's 40 or 49-yard line of Amador, where it'll be 1st and 10.
And
high formation in the backfield for Amador to start this game, number 33.
And that slot's just wide open right there, uncovered.
Drake under center. He wants to throw. He's got a receiver wide open. Complete at the 40-yard line. Breaks the tackle to 35 to 30. All the way to the end zone. First play of the game. Touchdown.
And, Frank, like I said, they gave him 15 yards right there. All he did is come up a simple out pattern, and look at all the separation. He didn't need to even get that separation. The Mustangs just gave it to him.
51-yard touchdown on the first play of the game. Gunner Drake to Lance Durman-Willian, and Durman-Willian was wide open.
You know, and what happens with that right there is obviously a breakdown in coverage, and someone was not playing their assignment quite right. So that safety needed to float over the top of that slot, and there was nobody anywhere near him.
drug across the other side. The safety was going with the motion.
No, he was on the play side.
He was the slot right here.
The slot
he just did a quick out.
He did a quick out.
He was just absolutely wide open.
Yeah.
There was nobody around. Big kick by Wiley. The kick's up and good. And just like that, 10-22. Not a minute 40 seconds into the game, Amador puts a 51-yard touchdown pass. Drake to Durman Willian, 7-0. We'll be back with game first quarter action right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction. State license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Argonaut High School with 10 minutes, 22 seconds left on the clock here. Scoreboard shows Thundering Herd 7 and the Mustang 0. Buffalo set to kick, guys.
Well, just like that, the Amador just quick strike. One play, done. Kickoff fielded about the 13-yard line by Saunders. He gets around the corner, gets across the 30-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds at around the 33-yard line.
So there's some pretty good field position, Frank.
Well, better than they had the first time. Let's see what they can do with it. Like I said, you know, the difficulty they're going to have is trying to move the football against this defense. This defense gives up less than 9 points a game.
And you saw on offense what Amador's capable of. There's different phases to their offense. They can run, they can throw. They got a deep passing game. They can do it short. Where Argonaut's a little more limited, actually makes it easier on that defense and that great defense as you're talking about here for the Buffaloes.
All right, here comes Argonaut, 1st and 10. Davis under center. Motion coming from the left side, straight ahead. Hampner Davis going to keep it himself this time. Gets up to about the 35-yard line where he's brought down. I didn't see who was in on that tackle there.
No, it was pretty much the whole front line.
So most of Amador.
Hayes was playing on the right wing. And I thought Davis had it, but I guess they say Hayes had it. I thought Davis kept the ball.
You know, it's so hard to tell with this Mustang offense how tight it is. And with Davis being shorter like that, he kind of gets lost behind the line. I thought he had it too, Frank.
So Hayes and Saunders on the wings. Saunders goes into motion, pitched up. Gets across. I thought he was stopped immediately, but he broke a tackle, got through for a gain about 3. Number 67, Thomas Fancher, gets off the bottom of that pile for Amador. It'll set up a 3rd down for the Mustangs. Ball sit to the 39-yard line. The line of gain is about the 43, so it'll be 3rd down and 4.
All right, hey, real quick, we have a Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update. 10:03 left in the first quarter. Somerville 7, Sonora 14.
3rd down and 4. Oh, pitch back, a handoff. They pitched back, and then he tried to throw it. Now, there's a little trickery there, and it doesn't look like that was probably something they just practiced this week. It was incomplete. It's going to set up a 4th down. Argonaut's going to go 3 and out for the 2nd time in a row, and they're going to punt the ball back, right back to that powerful Amador offense. There was a lot of stuff going on that play.
There really was, but you know what I liked about what Davis did? Did you see that, Frank? As they got penetration, he kind of took that little bit deeper path and got the ball off. Nice job avoiding the sack, at least.
Short kick this time, up high, bounce about the 40-yard line and takes an Amador bounce, rolls back before it's down at about the 45. So Amador, good field position again for their 2nd possession, starting 1st and 10 from the 45.
So let's see if the Mustangs can get a stop. At least stop a play here. Didn't work out too well on the first drive.
Well, you know, it was interesting. We saw them come out against Sonora. They came out with trips to one side in the shotgun, and that's pretty much how they ran it. This time they went under center, maybe getting Argonaut to think they were going to run the football. Drake drops back and just throws a dime right to Durman Willian for the 51-yard strike. Drake under center again, 1st and 10. Schultz behind him. Argonaut tried to call a timeout. I think they got it before the ball was snapped. they're going to give it to them. So timeout Argonaut. With that, we'll send it back. Word from our sponsors. We'll be back with more first quarter action right after this.
For over 35 years, patients of all ages have trusted Jackson Creek Dental with their smiles. Whether you need general care, orthodontics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, implants, or full mouth reconstruction, Jackson Creek Dental can take care of your smile. Voted best dental office in Amador County by readers of the Ledger Dispatch and Sierra Lodestar. New patients welcome on the web at jacksoncreekdental.com or call 223-2712 today. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back coming out from timeout. Real quick, we have a Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update, a correction to that. The score is Sonora 14, Somerville 0. Guys?
All right, here we go. No surprises there. So Argonaut must have saw something they didn't like in the lineup. So Gedney's out single coverage all to this side here. And Amador's got to be licking their chops with that. There's not even a safety rolled over anybody in sight.
They
Watch
like
for
to go deep
Gedney. They like to go that go route to Gedney. Going to be a handoff to Villarreal. Gets around the right side, breaks a tackle across the 50, brought down at about the 49-yard line. Gain him about 6 on the play. It'll be second down and 4 for the Buffs.
So we're here at the end of the season now, Frank, of the regular season, and one thing that I said at the beginning, these Amador backs aren't quite what they have been in the past, and West Villarreal has improved every game we've seen him. Just looks different carrying the football.
I don't know. I think Villarreal is pretty darn good.
Oh, no, he is.
And then they put Allen in there, who's really fast and stock. I formation this time, Schultz the up man. Villarreal, the back man, they're going to give it to Schultz this time. Nice job by the Argonaut defense. They're tackled immediately. No gain on the play. Off the bottom of the pile, it looks like number 53, maybe, Max Todden. Nice job by Todden there. And Pineda was also in there. No gain on the play. It'll be third down and 4.
8:19 left in the first quarter. For those of you tuning in, all Amador scored on the first play on a 51-yard touchdown. Argonauts had to punt twice so far. Amador now on their second drive.
Now the officials have called a timeout. Must be equipment malfunction. They're sending Sanders off the field. Number 12, that is Jeshua Sanders. Number 44, Beluga comes in. And they've still got Gedney one-on-one out here to the left. And, I mean, this is begging for a go route.
Just no help over the top.
Woodruff, the defender, third down. Drake's going to hand it off. And, oh, he's hitting the backfield immediately. That was stock. Loss of 1 on the play. What a surge by the Argonaut defense right there to stop that third down play.
Hey, Argonauts defense stepping up here on this drive.
Let's look at it on the replay.
Looking real strong there on the interior.
Just a nice push. Was that Todden again that got through
it was,
there?
It was, Frank.
It was. Max Todden, 2 plays in a row. Fourth down. Amador's going to go back in punt formation. So 3 and out for Amador. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, great punt.
High kick, not very far. Hits about the 25-yard line, takes an Amador bounce. It's going to roll inside the 15, so it ends up being very nice. Down to the 13-yard line. Argonaut will have it first and 10 from there.
Hey, real quick, guys, Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update. So now it looks like Somerville has clawed back 7-14 now with 7 minutes and 33 seconds left in the first quarter there. Calaveras on top of Bret Hart, 6:40 left in the second quarter, 14-0 again over Bret Hart, guys.
Really nice job by that Mustang defense to force the 3 and out by Amador. So Argonaut trying to get something going on offense, goes back to work, ball at the 13-yard line, a long field to go. Davis pitches it to Sanders, trying to get around the left side. Nice gain on the play up across the 20-yard line.
Nice job, Josiah Saunders on that one.
Gain him about 7. Set up a second down and 3 up to the 21-yard line. Pretty nice little push by the left side of the Argonaut line on that.
Yeah, was that about 7-8 yard gain, Frank?
Yeah, I think it was 7-yard gain, second and 3.
Do that all night, you got something going.
Motion this time coming from the left. Inside handoff, nothing going that time.
Hey,
met
Jay,
with a whole bunch of white jerseys.
give us a replay on this. Did they set up in that same? Yeah, see, look how that wing was split out farther as a slot, and they motioned him across the formation. That's something we saw him do a few times against Bret Hart, taking that one wing and turning him from a wing out into a slot, just trying to open things up, which would open things up in the passing game, but at least giving Amador another look here with the offense.
There was an inside handoff to King. No yards on the play. Number 67, Thomas Fancher, in there on that play. So third down for the Mustangs. Sanders is going to get it, trying to go around the left side, and he had no place to go, buried for a loss by big number 66, Inigo Baxter.
Ooh. And just like we said, Frank, those outside runs,
they just pursue so well.
They're not going to be there tonight.
So Argonaut goes 3 and out for the third time in a row in all 3 possessions. The ball sits at the 19-yard line. Amador, again, is going to have great field position.
Well, great job by Amador, too. Argonaut got a 7 or 8 yard run on first down, and they end up holding him.
Punt. Oh, just a shank. Fielded by number 35 at the 23-yard line. He's off to the races. He's close. No.
And, Frank, that is
knocked out of bounds.
You and I talk about this a lot. Make a play. A lot of times you see, stay away from the ball, blah, blah. That was a kind of a botched kick. 35 did a great job of fielding that out of the air and makes positive yards. Making plays. Nice job. All phases here. Special teams getting involved for the Buffaloes, and I think that might have been a touchdown, but they called it.
Well, it was a high snap, and then the kick came out low, and it was just a shank, and it went right to McCarty, who was standing at about the 23-yard line, and I guarantee you he didn't expect that in his wildest imagination. And he returned it right down to the 1-yard line, almost got in. So first and goal for Amador. Just a heads-up play by McCarty.
Really?
First play from scrimmage. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, falls forward really close. He looked like he got in, but
William McCarty, I wonder if that's Mike McCarty's son. Heck of a ball player back when we were in school.
The nose of the football is right at the goal line, and it looks like he got in that time. But
hey, let Drake call his own number, push forward, fall in there. Let's go.
I mean, it's not
Tom Brady.
It's not an inch off the goal line. So Drake under center. Villarreal goes into motion. They're going to give it to him around the right quarter. Touchdown. Easy touchdown run. Villarreal. 4:35 left to go in the first quarter. Amador takes a 13-0 lead, awaiting the extra point on the 1-yard run by Villarreal, but all set up by that return by McCarty on the shanked kick.
And Frank, you think that shank kick was due to the pressure Amador got on the rush, kind of having to hurry it?
Well, it was a high snap is what caused it. The snap was high. So Wiley in to attempt the extra point. Good snap, hold, kicks up, and it's good. 4:35 left to go in the fourth. First quarter, Amador 14, Argonaut nothing. We'll be back with more big game action right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. Central State Credit Union is a great place to begin your search for a new vehicle, and you can share the benefits of your membership by referring family and friends. Just like you, they can save a lot of money with a great rate and a lot of time at the dealership by going in with a pre-approval. Invite your family and friends to experience the difference today. Applying for an auto loan is easy with options including in-branch or online application and pre-approval. Visit them online at centralstatecu.org or call them at 444-5300. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by NCUA. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, the kick to start here, picked up on the 11-yard line by number 11. Josiah Saunders returned up to about the 29-yard line. So the Mustangs are going to have their fourth possession of the quarter.
Who gets this hit?
Shot by William McCarthy.
Boom. Oh,
Oh,
I
hard
couldn't
to
pick up
say.
the number, but dang, ringing some bells there. They're not just talented, they're not just disciplined and athletic, they're tough on that Buffalo defense. I tell you, I played some high school football. I would not have wanted to ever go up against this defense.
1st and 10 for the Mustangs, ball at the 29-yard line, 4th possession of the quarter. They have not gotten a first down yet, and they're just right into the middle of that tough defense. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play as he's driven backwards. That was number 11, Josiah Saunders. I think they're going to give him forward progress up to the 31, so we're going to call it a gain of 2 and call it 2nd and 8.
Is this the 3rd or 4th drive?
Fourth possession.
4th drive, nothing. You see nothing that really shows you any sign of optimism.
3 and outs
already for the Mustangs.
And like I said, it's just going to be tough sledding against this defense.
Oh, God, all night.
I mean, folks, this defense, I say they're good. You don't understand. I've watched a lot of high school football.
Yes,
this is a very, very good, very talented defense here with the Amador Buffaloes. Davis is going to try to keep it himself, but he just has nowhere to go. Lucky to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Looked like a little confusion on the play.
It did, Frank. And they have had little issues with the snap off and on, we've seen.
So
Not
third
to say
down
that was what was happening there, but
and 7 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the 33-yard line. They actually gave him a yard gain on that play. So 3rd down for the Mustangs. Looking for that elusive first down of the quarter.
And here they're going into this twins formation again here, Frank.
Davis wants to pass, and he is absolutely smothered by number 51, Darian Nelson.
Jake, give us a replay. You'll see King right here, number 80 for Argonaut, comes down from this slot position, and he's supposed to hit 51 here on the block and just doesn't get there, and Darian Nelson just owns him.
Yeah, Nelson got through there. It was King was trying to chip him coming through in the motion and just whiffed on him, lost all the way back to the 25-yard line. 4th down and 14, and Argonaut's forced to punt again. Oh, my!
They may see a flag for helmet to helmet. I hope they don't.
Stock came up and did not call for a fair catch, and he was absolutely hammered by Garrett Elmore.
Elmore, a heck of a player for the Mustangs.
Look at this replay. Stock stepped up, didn't call. He did a great job holding on to the football, catches it, and was just hammered on a textbook tackle.
And a clean hit, shoulder to the chest, no helmet in there. Nice job making that a clean hit, not losing yards with the unnecessary penalty. Oh, Elmore.
So 2 minutes, 21 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Amador has it for their 4th possession. They scored on their 1st possession. They scored on their 3rd possession. Drake under in the shotgun. He's going to give it coming around the left hand, and he's got a lot of room. He's running to the 35, to the 30, could go all the way. That's Allen. He's tackled at the 1-yard line. That's going to be our Melon Phase BG Lounge call of the game.
And look at Nash Wiley out in front here as this play develops, Frank. See him out here. 44, Wiley coming from the other side of the field. Gets over here and just gets a push on Sanders. And that gives him another 15, 20 yards all the way to the whistle. Great play.
Cole Allen all the way down to the 2. So a 53-yard pickup by Cole Allen. And, man, he just had clear sailing and finally got brought down at the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 2 for Amador. Drake under center, motion coming from the right. They're going to hand it going off this way. Stock takes it in. Touchdown, Amador, easy.
Looks like the same play they used on the touchdown last time to Villarreal, just this time to Stock to the left. Just got what they needed right there. I'll tell you what, Frank, it's hate to see the score going the way it is and not to see a close game, but the Buffaloes are making it exciting. It's some fun football to watch, I'll tell you that.
20-0, 141 left here to go in the first quarter, awaiting the extra point. And the Amador or Argonaut offense has not been able to do anything, and the Amador offense has been able to do whatever the heck they've wanted. So Wiley on to attempt the extra point. The kick's up. It's good. 141 left to go in the first quarter. Amador 21. It's a stampede. The Buffs. Argonaut 0. We'll be back with Big.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field for this big game, 21-0 in favor of the Buffaloes. Buffaloes set to kick, guys.
You know what, Frank? Excellence in execution, basically, is what we're seeing here with Amador. They're doing what they want to do. They're executing. They're not making mistakes. And the Mustangs just don't have an answer at this point.
Well, you know, we'll talk about it after this kick. So Saunders tries to get to the outside. He's getting a little room, gets up to 25, finally wrestled out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. So actually the best starting field position that they've had, called the 32, that they've had in this quarter, their fifth possession of the quarter.
And you know what else I'm seeing here, Frank? Team speed as well. Amador's got the edge there.
Amador is, you know, if you've got the horses, you've got the horses, and Amador's bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, and that's the way this game is going on. And sometimes, you know, that's just the way it goes. The first and 10 for Argonaut, minute 31 left to go in the first quarter, trying to get something going on. A toss to Saunders. He spins inside, nice little move, gets a gain of about 3 on the play, close to the 35-yard line. But, you know, Amador is just a better football team. And sometimes
that happens. It's the way
it happens.
Hey, we have a Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update for you guys. So, Bret Hart punches it in on a quarterback sneak, 7-14 over there at Calaveras. Second quarter action over there. Also, Sonora on top of Somerville, 21-7.
Thank you, Jake.
All right, second down to 7 for the Mustangs. Pass back to King, trying to get around the left side. Gets across the 35-yard line, maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
It's a surprise, Frank. We haven't seen Pineda running the ball. He came in, one game we saw, he came in at fullback when Hernandez was hurt, did a lot of running, but we really haven't seen him do too much here as of late.
Yeah, we've seen King been running more on the one wing, you know, where the Saunders brothers
kind of spelling them.
Kind of were sitting on both wings most of the year. And so Josiah and Joshua are kind of subbing each other. King goes into motion. Davis wants to throw. He's looking. He's in trouble. He spins out of trouble, and he's buried.
And there they went to that formation again where they took and ran a slot out there with their split, kind of did twin setup, Argonaut did, but really didn't do him any favors there.
Clint Lyman and Inigo Baxter just buried Davis. Davis did a good job getting away for the first man in.
He really did.
He has a spin right there on the replay, and then just buried by Lyman and Baxter. Fourth down, Argonaut is going to be forced to punt again. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, Amador 21, Argonaut nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action after this.
Glass Doctor's new showroom and design center is open. See and feel heavy glass shower enclosures, quality vinyl, luxury wood windows and doors. Whether it's new construction or remodels, foggy and broken glass, homes and commercial buildings, we do it all and are happy to consult with you for your project. We still install quality auto glass and calibrate your windshields for safety. So stop by today at Highway 49 just before Jackson Gate Road and O'Reilly Auto Parts, or go to glassdoctor.com for a free estimate.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field where the Mustangs are set to punt. 12 minutes, start of the second quarter, guys.
5 possessions in the first quarter, 3 and out on every single one of them. So the 5th punt of the game for Argonaut. Ball hits. It's picked up at about the 38-yard line.
Nice tackle.
And tackled right away. That was number 9, Josiah Deonda, that picked it up, and it was brought down.
I think it was Elmore
by
again on the
Garrett
tackle.
Elmore, number 85. So
Elmore's doing a great job in punt coverage tonight, I'll tell you that. Yeah, the big
He's
hit
getting
on
a
the
lot of
last
practice.
One. He is, isn't he? He's getting the reps in there, that's for sure.
So Amador is going to start with their worst field position of the night, this time from the 36-yard line to start this second quarter.
Little victories here. Come on, see the Mustangs can stop a drive here. See what they can do.
All right, here comes Amador straight to the line of scrimmage. Drake's going to operate for the shotgun. Here they go. What we saw last week, trip set up to the right.
And one of these guys is going to be completely wide open here.
Durman, William, Gedney, and Allen. They're all fast. Throw to Allen. Allen's got it on a little bubble screen. Nice job.
And no blocking right there. That had to be some kind of breakdown with the play for Amador, because usually on a screen like this, you've got blockers ahead of you, and it looks like nobody was doing anything.
Well, Joshua Sanders did a good job from coming up from his safety position, and nobody blocked him and made a nice tackle on Allen at the 35-yard line, a loss of 1 on the play.
Nice defense by the Mustangs.
Second down and 11. All right, Drake's going to operate it on the shotgun. Villarreal, the lone back to his right. Allen comes in motion from the left. They're going to give it to him. He gets across 35. Nice tackle out of bounds by number 85. That's Elmore after a short gain.
And you know what? I like to see Cole Allen running the ball a little more here, Frank. We've seen him go in the early part of the season when he went in at quarterback, and the kid's fast.
Oh, no, they've been utilizing him running the ball
More
a
and more
lot
as
in
the
the last
season
several
goes.
weeks, yeah.
I tell you, he's got to be one of the faster kids we've seen in the league.
Yeah, he can run. He's fast. Ball's at the 38-yard line and be third down and let's call it 8.
There's that trips, Frank. See how the Mustangs
Trips
cover it.
to the left. Drake wants to throw. He's looking. He's got a wide open receiver over the middle at the 50 to the 45. That's Gedney. Brought down at about the 41. That was just an easy pitch and catch. He was just wide open. The safety had the middle guy, and he was playing so deep. If you look at this, there wasn't anybody in 8 yards from him.
In that trips, when they do that, that's going to give the Mustangs trouble all night.
So easy pitch and catch for Amador. First down for the Buffs. Ball sits at the 41-yard line. Fresh set of downs.
And really a great read by Drake. Allen was even open on a little out, maybe higher percentage. You think I'll make the easy throw, but he waited for the play to develop and found the open man. Great read by Drake.
Drake in the shotgun. He wants to throw. He looks. He's got a wide open receiver on the left. That's Allen on the left side. He's got another first down.
Allen
as
hit
the ball
hard
gets up
at
to
the
about the
sidelines.
30-yard line. That's Elmore again. He's covering more territory than Lewis and Clark.
And Joe Woodruff got a little bit of action at the end of this one, too. Check out the hit right here at the sideline, Frank, as the ball comes out. Nice hit, boys. Woodruff and Elmore in there.
All right, new set of downs for Amador. The ball sits at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10.
If Elmore was my mom, he'd say, I've got 8,000 steps in already today.
Motion coming from the left. They're going to give it to Stock, trying to get around the right side. He's got some room. He gets up to the 15, blocks it inside, cuts it all the way across.
Oh,
touchdown. God. Easy, 30 yards. Blake Stock, touchdown, Amador. Hot knife through butter.
Frank, I said excellence in execution. You just watch it right there, the way that developed. That is beautiful downfield blocking by the Buffaloes. You got those big boys we talk about, 300-plus pounds. They're downfield making blocks and making that happen. Great running by Stock. But that is that offensive line and those big boys at Amador getting downfield and doing what they need to do.
I love it when you see those guards pull out of there. They're big, but they're athletic, and they can run. And they get out and lead on these run plays. It's impressive.
It really is.
Wiley in for the extra point. Snaps down. Oh, kick's blocked.
Tell you, Woodruff's been getting in there pretty deep on a lot of these, and even on the punts. And
Joe
nice
Woodruff
job,
come
finally
flying
gets there.
in, blocked the punt. So at 9:42, the Buffs 27, the Mustangs 0. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction, state license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows the Buffaloes 27, the Mustangs 0 after that blocked PAT by Joe Woodruff.
9:42 left to go in the first half.
All right, here we go. Wiley to kick off for Amador. It's up and it's deep, fielded by Sanders at the 10. Gets up to the 15, to the 20. Cuts it outside of the 25 to the 30. Gets a block. Knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
You're right, Frank. Nice block by his brother Jeshua, taking on 2 Buffaloes right there.
Hey, real quick, Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update. Somehow Somerville's managing to hang with Sonora. Maybe they got broken a little bit by the Buffaloes last week. It is 14-21 right now.
Oh, wow. Somerville's hitting the scoreboard there.
Yes, they are.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for Argonaut from the 35-yard line. Still in search of that first down. Davis under center. Straight ahead handoff this time to number 87. I believe that's Michael Hayes.
Hey, Frank, real quick. I was going to say, we're not in the business of rooting against anybody, okay? But since they've come into the league, Sonora has been dominant. And we've definitely given credit where credit's due to that. But, everybody wants to see, hey, can someone dethrone the Giant? Can they knock them off here? And if Somerville somehow has a chance and finishes that game out, that's going to leave Amador and Calaveras
Ain't going to happen.
to league champions. Hey,
nice thought. It's going to happen.
It's getting close. I don't
All
know.
right, second down.
Is there a full moon? Oh, no.
Handoff this time off the right side. It looked like he had some room, and what a nice job shooting through there by number 30.
The ball carrier.
That was Miguel Mora.
And
Saunders looked like he had some room there if you look at this on the replay.
Daylight, it opened up, but great open field tackle by Mora right here.
Wiley got caught inside, and Mora just shot up.
God, they closed
Nelson
so
got
well.
blocked outside, and there was a big hole there, but Mora just did a good job filling up. 3rd down and a long 2. Mustangs looking for their first down, and they've got it. That was number 87, Michael Hayes.
So almost halfway through the second quarter, and the Mustangs finally get that elusive first down.
Up to the 47-yard line, so that'll move the chains for the first time tonight for the Mustangs.
Hey, real quick, guys, another Calaveras Lumber Ace Hardware scoring update over in Calaveras. It is going into halftime. Calaveras 21, Bret Hart 7.
All right, 1st and 10, Davis under center, trying to get something going here. Saunders goes in motion. He gets the pitch, cuts it up inside, it breaks it outside, still on his feet, all the way up across the 45-yard line to about the 43. So great young by Josiah Sanders. I think going to be just a little bit short of the first down.
And if Stock doesn't get a hold of him right here at the end, Frank, he may have busted
No,
that
they're
out.
going to give him the first down. They're going to move the chains. He came out of that scrum there, and Stock had a hold of his jersey. So 1st and 10 for Argonaut. Straight ahead handoff. No, Davis kept it that time. Faked the handoff to Hayes, and Davis is buried for a loss on the play. Looks like a loss of they're going to mark it just a little bit behind the original line of scrimmage. So we'll call it no gain. 2nd and 10.
So back-to-back first downs for the Mustangs. A little bit of positive there.
Just baby steps.
Yes.
Although down 27-0, they're going to have to start making some leaps if they want to get into this game. Davis wants to throw. He throws over the middle, too high, incomplete. Number 11, Josiah Saunders, was his intended receiver, covered by number 26.
Was that 25, Frank?
Thought it was 26, but I don't have a 26, so we'll go with 25, Shane Bertero, along with Villarreal helping out there.
Now, folks, it's 27-0. Frank, doesn't it hit a running clock at 35?
Only in second half.
In the
40,
second
I
half.
believe. 40, I think.
40, okay.
So 3rd down and 10 for Argonaut. they moved the ball. They had the ball placed wrong, so they moved it back to the original line of scrimmage. Saunders split out wide to the right. Davis wants to throw. He goes back, looks over the middle, high, incomplete, trying to get it to his big tight end, Garrett Elmore. Garrett Elmore's 6'3", and you would have had to have been about 6'10" to catch that one.
You know, one thing that we noticed with Davis, he does a great job of running the offense. He sells his fakes really well, makes some good throws, but does tend to key on that first read and just tries to get the ball out.
Absolutely.
And we're seeing that
no
right
question.
now.
And if there's a defender there, he throws it to the defender.
Yes.
I mean, he's definitely throwing to a spot and not looking at anything else. So Argonaut's going to be forced to punt again. Oh, they're going to fake. And when he gets hammered and it's thrown up for grabs and it's complete. And there's a flag on the play.
It might be for the hit.
It is for the hit. Argonaut, the punter, completes the pass up to the 30-yard line.
And see here on the
And there's going to be a personal foul called.
Hey, folks.
That's complete to number 15, Eckhart. I'm not sure that was a penalty. When he brought the ball down and he did not kick the ball, I think he became live game unless he was hit in the head.
That's all I can think that they're saying. It was helmet to helmet.
So it looked like when he came up high to try to block it, he came down on top of his head. Okay. Is what he did when he was coming through the tackle there. So I think that was what the call would be.
And I'll tell you what.
It was with his arms, though. It was not a helmet hit.
You would have thought that the Mustangs
But they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 60. Yeah, they were pretty excited about that.
Let's get on the scoreboard, boys, before we celebrate too much down there.
So big play on the fake punt by Argonaut up to the 16-yard line where they've got it 1st and 10. Let's see if they can get something out of it. Saunders gets the pitch. Toss trying to go around the left side. Maybe gains 1 on the play. That'll set up a 2nd down and 9.
You know, this game a lot to do bragging rights as well and pride. And I think Amador went into this game saying, let's pitch a shutout here, guys, and shut him down. And
they want that bell back.
Oh, they want that bell, but I think this defense wants to hold the Mustangs off the scoreboard tonight.
All right, so the ball, gain of 1. Ball sits on the 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. Trying to get on the scoreboard here. 5:52 left to go in the half, trailing 27-0. Saunders comes in motion, pitch out wide to, who is that, Hayes?
Elmore. Yes, it was.
Michael Hayes, number 87. He maybe gains 1 on the play to about the 14. He'll set up a 3rd down and 8. Nelson on the tackle for the Buffaloes.
Hey, Frank, how old is that bell, the actual bell that they hold?
Oh, my God. Well, we lost the bell.
Okay.
I don't know how many years ago we had to redo it.
Okay.
We had it up. It was at a conference,
okay.
Rotary conference, and somehow we lost the bell. Davis to throw. It's knocked down at the line of scrimmage. I believe that was by number 66, Inigo Baxter. Let's look at the replay.
Hey, we always thank our sponsors, folks, but we want to thank also Cam Merzlak, Merzlak Signs and RTV, doing some great filming for us here tonight, as always.
So let's take a look at that replay, because I wasn't sure if that was knocked down or just incomplete.
Oh,
no,
great
it was
play.
knocked down.
Number
it was
51,
knocked down by number 51,
Darian
Nelson.
Having a heck of a game so far tonight.
So 4th down and 8 for the Mustangs. They're going to go for it with the ball on the 14-yard line. Davis under center. Davis wants to throw. He looks. He throws over the middle. Complete.
But that's not enough,
to
Frank.
Elmore, but it's going to be short of the 1st down, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
You know, right there, though, I mean, it's the only call you got, guys. 3 points is going to do absolutely nothing for the Mustangs at this point.
Elmore just hesitated. He was in the tight end position and then released, completed it. Wiley on the tackle stopped him short of the 1st down. So Argonaut will turn over on downs. They did get a couple 1st down.
And he did a good job of using his body to make that catch. But Wiley in tight coverage did an even better job of making that tackle and holding it because Elmore's a big boy.
Yes, he is.
He really is. And to hold that from being a 1st down is a nice play.
So 5:01, Amador has it after the turnover on downs, 1st and 10. Drake's going to operate out of the shotgun. Throws out to the left and almost intercepted.
Nice play by King, huh?
King went up, and he was just trying to throw a quick little bubble screen out to the left there with fly motion coming from the slot around the other side, and King went up and almost intercepted it. That almost looked like Nick Bosa 2 weeks ago.
Because he almost did the Nick Bosa right there.
Not able to hold on, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for Amador. Couldn't quite hang on to it, but nice play by King. Gunnar Drake wants to throw. He's looking. He double clutches, wide open across the middle to Gedney. Gets up to the 20-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down.
Frank, Gunnar Drake, people asked me last year, what do you think of Drake? And I said, you know what, all they really do is throw deep down the sideline to Gedney. He's got a low release, throws it kind of from his hip. And I thought it was more the catches than the throws. But this kid has really developed and got better as this season's gone on. And he's making some good reads, some perfect throws. Really like some Gunnar Drake out here tonight.
Yeah, he really threw the ball well last week, on time and on the money for 5 touchdown passes. He was our Bistro 49 player of the game. 5 touchdown passes, 4 in the first half. Drake wants to throw again. He's looking. He's got another receiver wide open. Again, that's Gedney. I do not know what kind of coverage Argonaut is in, but these guys don't have anybody close to them.
You know what it seems like? Almost seems like prevent when you see in the NFL. They're given such a cushion here. Like they want to keep everything in front of them.
Look at this replay. Where's the defender that's close to him?
And what Amador's doing is they're just laying down in that open part of the zone there and finding the right spots. Argonaut does not have an answer.
All right, gain about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Buffs.
Jake, have you picked up, are they running man or are they in a zone? I haven't been able to watch it.
I'll tell you in just a second.
All right, Drake's going to operate for the shotgun again. Trips to the left. He's going to straight ahead handoff this time to Villarreal. He gets tripped up as he gets across the line of scrimmage.
It looks so the defensive coverage that it looks like what they're running is they're running like a modified cover 2.
Okay.
So we've got two deep middles, and then of course in the flat. And you'll see that every out route right there is supposed to get picked up by the linebacker.
But what they're doing is they're curling. They're not getting out to the flat, and they're getting in that zone in front of the deep coverage in that cover 2 there. So they're sitting down inside that open space.
Well, there's no way those linebackers can get to the outright. So I'm going to say that is not what they're trying to do.
These are great
play calls. There is no way with those guys in. Interception! I don't know what Drake was looking at that time, but he threw it right to Elmore, number 85. I mean, hit him right in the breadbasket.
Nice play by Elmore, too, making that happen.
I don't have any idea what Drake was looking at. He was trying to get it to Durman Willian, and Elmore, he just obviously didn't see him. So he returns the ball up to the 15-yard line, and Argonaut has 15 yards away from the score right now and just trying to get that goose egg out of there.
Amador did a nice job tightening up inside the red zone last time.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Going to be a toss to Saunders, hit immediately by number 55, Clint Lyman.
Possibly even a loss, Frank?
They're going to actually give him a yard gain on the play up to about the 14-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Brings up a 2nd down and 9.
But, yeah, I'd have to see that in slow motion because I guess Drake just did not see him because he threw it right to him.
That's all I can think either.
So 2nd down and 9 for Argonaut. Davis under center. Saunders split wide to the left. Davis is going to keep it. He pitches it back to Saunders outside. He's hit for a loss on the play. That's Nash Wiley. That guy moves from sideline to sideline, as good a high school player as I've seen in a long, long time. Loss of 2 on the play, back to the 16-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
Mustang's just searching for something. Try the option, and as we said, you're not getting outside the tackles on this defense. The Mustangs, sorry for the pun, but they just don't have the horses.
Well, the Amador defense has such great lateral pursuit.
They do.
They really move down the line well, and Wiley, he's just running the free zone, right?
And they're never out of position.
Davis wants to throw, and he's in trouble. He grounds it. That's going to be an intentional grounding. It should be if it's not.
They're going to
Davis
He's going to luck out, and they're going to say the contact, but that wasn't due to the
Davis
contact.
threw that ball into the ground 5 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. That's intentional grounding if I've ever seen it.
And they're talking about it right now.
But, you know, look, officials officiate based on the score. That isn't what they're supposed to do, but that's what they're doing right there. It's 27-0 because that was a penalty.
I agree. I agree. Look,
that was grounding, and it should have been called, but it wasn't. So 4th down and 11 for the Mustangs.
Was the ball even thrown back to the line of scrimmage?
No, it was 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He threw it right into the ground at the 20-yard line. 4th down. Now there's a whistle, and there's a timeout, Amador. So with the timeout, we're going to send it back to hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be back. 1:22 left in the half. It's a Buffalo Stampede 27, Mustangs nothing. Stay tuned.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. We have 1 minute 22 seconds here left in the half. The scoreboard shows Buffalo's 27, Mustangs 0, guys.
All right, 4th down and 11 for Argonaut. The ball sits at the 16-yard line. Amador just called a timeout. And Argonaut desperately trying to get something on the board, trying to avoid the shutout. They're going to attempt a 32-yard field goal. So King is on to attempt the 32-yarder. And they were actually going for it until the timeout, and they changed their mind and decided, let's just try to get rid of that goose egg.
I think that's all this is about, Frank.
So good snap. The ball is down. King's kick. It looks good. It is. 32-yard field goal by King, and Argonaut gets on the scoreboard. 1:16 left to go in the half. Amador leads 27-3. Beautiful kick by King.
Hey, in high school football, that's exciting. The field goal isn't exciting. In the NFL, oh, come on, college football. But in high school football, 30-plus yards, yeah, that gets the crowd a little bit going.
You bet. 32-yarder by King. And, you know, with the timeout, as Argonaut thought about it a little more, as Amador called the timeout, said, you know what?
They're doing this to
Let's get that 0 off.
They're called this timeout because they want this to be a 0. If we're not coming out with the W, we're at least not coming out with a goose egg.
So King does a nice job. 32-yard field goal, 1:16 left. That'll make the score 27-3 with just a little bit of time left to go in the half. So Argonaut's going to be kicking off. Let's see what Amador does with it. I'm guessing it's probably going to depend on how big a return they get here.
And Argonaut received, correct, Frank, to start
Amador
this
is
game?
going to receive the kick. Amador won the toss and they deferred.
Okay, so they'll get it.
So
to
they
the
will
half.
get the kick to start the second half. So King kicks off the low liner off to the right, kind of a knuckleball. Picked up by number 30 across the 25 to the still on his feet to about the 30-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds. That's where Amador will have it. 1:11 left to go in the half.
You think Amador tries to get on this board quick, Frank, or you think they take it into the half?
You know what? I think they're going to try to do something here and score and get the ball to start the second half and just put this one away.
I think they've got the passing game to do it. They've got the offense. They're capable. And like we said, that interception by Drake, you just didn't see Elmore there. Elmore cut in front of the receiver, did a good job. But for the most part, Drake's been making some really quality reads tonight and some great throws.
I could draw one up. I could draw one up in the sand right now. No, they're not going to go for it. If they
and
were,
look at this.
I'd put trips on this side.
Manuel, completely uncovered right here in this slot.
They're going to hand it off to Allen, trying to get around the right side. He turns the corner to the 30, falls forward. There's a flag on the play. I believe that's going to be Inigo Baxter is going to be called for an illegal block. As he was chasing the defender, and I think he got him from the back as Allen got around the corner. It's going to be called a hold against Amador, so that'll pretty much do it. I think they're going to let the clock run out now. 1:05 left to go in the half. They do get the ball to start the second half. So that'll move the ball back to about the 21-yard line. The line of gain now is the 40, so it'll be 19 yards. It'll be first down and 19 for the Buffs.
And holding against the Buffaloes, that'll take it back 10 yards, back to the 20-yard line.
Drake's going to operate out of the shotgun this time, moving Villarreal to his left. Allen spread out to the right. He's going to go into motion. They're going to give it to Allen, trying to get around the left side. He's trying to get the outside. He's got a lot of speed. He turns corner. He's got the 30, to the 50, to the 45, knocked out of bounds. Big play, and Amador's in business with 48 seconds left as Allen got that corner and raced around all the way down to about the 43-yard line, where Amador's going to have it first and 10 with 48 seconds left.
And he's just faster than everybody. He gets that one block on the edge right there, and Elmore got lucky there.
Elmore just had that one hand out that caught his shoulder. Otherwise, he was going to the house.
You know, I don't want to say Elmore got lucky. Elmore made a nice play, but lucky to be in the position to make that play right there.
Drake in the shotgun. They're going to give it to Stock this time, trying to get the same play around the right side. He gets across the 35 to the 30, brought down at about the 27. There's a late flag that came in from the White Hat, and they're going to be called against Amador. That was an awful late flag. Let's see if we can see it on replay. Nah, it was way back here. I don't know where the flag came. It came from the White Hat all the way in the back.
And it was such a late flag. I don't understand what that was.
So we could not see it on the replay as we were following the ball, and the flag was well behind the play. So that's going to move the ball back to the 49-yard line, where Argonaut will have it first down and about 16. With 36 seconds left, the clock is moving. Amador does have another timeout, I believe.
And Amador has been driving here and all on the ground.
Drake in the shotgun. Motion comes from the left. He wants to throw. Oh, he throws it. That ball might have got tipped. He was trying to hit Gedney on just a little slant.
My favorite pattern.
And I think it might have got tipped.
Wanted to channel his little Jimmy G there. Looked good on the inside slants last night, tell you what.
22 seconds left to go here in the half. So second down and 16 for the Buffs.
27-3, and as Frank said, Amador gets the ball back to start the second quarter, or excuse me, the second half. We're not replaying the second quarter, folks.
All right, Drake in a shotgun, second and 16. Motion comes from the left side. Drake wants to throw. He's going to try to hit Gedney on a give and go. He's got room and just overthrew him. Number 13 on the defense, Joe Woodruff, kind of bit on the in cut, and then Gedney trying to go around him, and Drake just about overthrew him just a little bit.
A little out and up pattern there, and looks like they may have kind of come together just a little bit, but no pass interference. And just a little bit out there too far. Maybe not enough under it for Gedney to get out underneath.
So third down and 16. 16 seconds left. Drake again going to operate out of the shotgun. Stock is to the right side. Gedney and Durman-William, they're going to give it to Durman-William on a little swing pass. He's going to be just short of the first down. 8 seconds left. I'm surprised Amador calls their last time out. So they'll take one shot at the end zone with 6 seconds left here on fourth down and 1.
Amador's offense, when those guys get the ball out there, it's almost like the offense is attacking. The way that they hit, they're just so fast. And where some guys might wait for blocks to develop, whatever, they just outrun the defense.
Well, it'll be fourth down for Amador. 6 seconds left on the clock. The ball sits at the 35-yard line. So let's see what the Amador coaching staff can draw up, because they're definitely trying to get into the end zone right now on this play.
Can you imagine what this would do to the Mustangs if Amador's able to get in right now? Got the ball back with, what, a minute and 11 seconds or something like that left to go.
1:16.
1:16, march almost all the way down the field. And actually 2 big penalties brought plays back. Amador's already put it in an additional probably 20, 30 yards from where they're at right now. Really demoralizing, especially with Amador getting the ball. You're really going to see a lot about the character of this Mustang team coming out of the locker room here to start the second half.
All right, ball sits at the 35-yard line. 6 ticks left on the clock. Let's see what Amador's got in mind. Drake in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. Stock to the right. Drake drops back. He's looking. He's throwing deep. Both Durman-William is out there. They had 2 receivers right in the same area. I can't believe that that's what they wanted to do. They had Gedney and Durman-William right in the same area.
And look at him lay out for this on the replay, Frank. Max effort. I love this at the end of this play. Came up short, but still.
Well, I
not for lack of effort.
Well, that'll do it for the first half. Look at the scoreboard. The Buffs pretty much had control of this one. The full first half, 27. Argonaut gets on the board on a 32-yard field goal, 27-3. We'll be back with our halftime show right after this.
Central State Credit Union is a great place to begin your search for a new vehicle, and you can share the benefits of your membership by referring family and friends. Just like you, they can save a lot of money with a great rate and a lot of time at the dealership by going in with a pre-approval. Invite your family and friends to experience the difference today. Applying for an auto loan is easy with options including in-branch or online application and pre-approval. Visit them online at Central State CU.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
Glass Doctor's new showroom and design center is open. See and feel heavy glass shower enclosures, quality vinyl, luxury wood windows and doors. Whether it's new construction or remodels, foggy and broken glass, homes and commercial buildings, we do it all and are happy to consult with you for your project. We still install quality auto glass and calibrate your windshields for safety. So stop by today at Highway 49 just before Jackson Gate Road and O'Reilly Auto Parts, or go to glassdoctor.com for a free estimate.
Did you know that every new vehicle at Thompson's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is priced below the manufacturer's suggested retail price? It's true. That's one way their 10-point value guarantee gives you peace of mind and added value. That's Thompson's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at 126 Forney Road in Placerville. Visit them on the web at placervillejeep.com or call 888-874-5976. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, and we are back here at Dan Barnett Field for the big game here. The scoreboard shows the Buffaloes 27, the Argonaut Mustangs 3. We're here with the Thompson's Auto Center halftime show, and what's on screen right now is the Amador cheerleaders doing their routine. Guys, what's going on?
Well, Frank, no surprises here. All Amador Buffaloes in the first half. Things slowed down a little bit there in the second quarter, but as we've been calling all week, and as I think most people expected, Amador pretty much dominant here in the first half.
Well, and you know, it's really set up by that strong Amador defense. We've been talking about them all year long. Argonaut had 5 possessions in the first quarter. Now, in order to get 5 possessions in one quarter, you're doing nothing.
Yes.
And the other team is doing something, and they're doing it fast.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So Argonaut took the opening kickoff, went 3 and out. Amador got the ball in good field position on the 49-yard line. In the first play from scrimmage, Drake hit a wide-open Lance Derman-Willian for a 52-yard touchdown. And with a minute and 38 seconds into the game, Amador had a 7-0 lead. Argonaut takes the next kickoff. They go 3 and out. Guess what? Amador gets stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Argonaut gets it back. They go 3 and out. Argonaut goes back to work. They set up by the punt that was shanked by McCarty that picked it off the 23-yard line, ran it back to the 1-yard line. Villarreal took it in from there, from the 1. And just like that, it was 14-0 at the 4:35 mark of the first quarter. Argonaut would go 3 and out again. Allen this time would rip up a 53-yard run. And that was our Melon Phase BG Lounge call of the game. And that was on first down to take the ball all the way down to the 2-yard line. Stock finished it up with a 2-yard touchdown. 1:41 left the first quarter. Amador had a 21-0 lead. Start the second quarter, Argonaut had to punt. It was 4th down, and they punt, and right away Amador goes to work. Stock runs it in from 30 yards out for a 27-0 lead at the 9:42 mark. Well, then Argonaut turns it over on downs, and Amador goes back to work, but Drake throws an interception to Elmore, which gives Argonaut good field position. And on 4th down, after an Amador timeout, Argonaut decides, well, let's try to get some points on the board, and King came in and kicked a 32-yard field goal, and that's how the half ended. Halftime score 27, Amador, Argonaut 3. Amador is going to receive to start the second half, and the game's pretty much going like we expected.
You know what, Frank, exactly as you said, and one thing that we talked about, in the first quarter, and we've talked about this Buffalo defense all year, is laterally. They're so impressive. Everybody does their job. They're coached up right. And really, we said Argonaut's going to have a hard time getting outside the tackle, and they've shown that tonight. But Argonaut's also had a hard time going up the middle. Argonaut's had a hard time throwing the ball. This defense is as dominant as they've shown all year and as expected tonight. Argonaut just searching for answers at this point, and Amador really running a nice offense, and just so many more phases to their offense right now with what they're able to do. We're really I don't think there's any halftime adjustments that the Mustangs can make here that are really going to make any kind of difference in this second half.
Well, I would agree with you on that. I mean, sometimes the better team just does win.
That's what happens.
And, Amador just has more horses on this squad than Argonaut does. They're just outmanned in most of their positions. And, the kids are out there fighting hard, but sometimes you just come up against an opponent that you're just not quite as good of, and that's the situation that we're seeing here tonight.
And some surprises around the league. We assume Sonora's going to hold on, but Somerville's been getting on the scoreboard a little bit. Jake, do you have any updates really quick for us on those other games around the league?
Yeah, so the scores that I got going on right here, so we just got an update. So it's at halftime now. Sonora 28, Somerville 14 right now. So Sonora scoring late in the first half there. Then going into halftime now, or at halftime, probably into the third quarter now, we have Calaveras on top of Bret Hart 28-7.
You know what, Frank? One thing that I saw here is on that very first play of the game, Amador's out here in Twins, and I said that slot is uncovered. They have a safety about 15 to 20 yards deep, and all they need to do is run a quick out. They run a quick out, boom, right to him. This Amador coaching staff is making the right calls offensively and, of course, defensively, and it's been pretty exciting to watch so far. Usually a 27-3 ball game you don't get too excited about, but when it's one of our Amador County high schools, you always want to see that happen. So big up to the Amador Buffaloes tonight, and it's been fun. It's been exciting. They've done it on the ground. They've done it with defense. They've done it through the air. Outside of that one interception, the progression that we've seen, Frank, since the beginning of last year when he was a sophomore to now, Gunnar Drake's a different quarterback, and really is impressive.
Yeah, there's no question about it. His arm strength has gotten a lot better. His decision-making has gotten better. He's looking the field more with his eyes than he was when he was younger. I don't know what happened on that interception. Sometimes when you get a zone defense, you're just blocked out and you do not see a defender, and I've got to guess that that's what it was in that situation because he threw it right to Elmore. But, they're really playing well. They're probably going to get a bye in the first round next week when they pull out the brackets.
And
right
the
now,
time, though,
they're
Frank,
the number one ranked school in Section 6. Ahead of, I have the rankings here as of today. Amador was number 1. Hillmar was number 2. Escalon was 3. Highlands 4. Bradshaw Christian 5. Calaveras 6.
Okay.
The top 4 teams in the division will have a bye in the 12-team bracket. So 5 will play 12. Now, I'm not saying that this is exactly how it's going to come out because they are going to have to move some teams down from Division 5 because they do not have 12 teams that have qualified in Division 6 with 4 minimum losses. As a matter of fact.
And doesn't tonight's games kind of may have implications on some of this?
Possibly.
Could possibly.
Western Sierra Academy is moved up into the playoffs right now because they have 4 wins. But they're actually ranked like 22nd.
Oh, really?
But they're the only other team in the division that has the minimum wins to qualify.
Okay.
So I think what's going to happen is because they have a lot of teams that have qualified in Division 5, they're going to pull some bottom schools out of Division 5 and stick them down into Division 6 to fill that bracket. The brackets will be out, I believe, at 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. And so we'll see how everybody sets up. But I anticipate that Amador will have a bye the first week. That will be next Friday. Calaveras will play, and they should have a home game. And then the playoffs will start for real the following week.
And the Amador band out here, I'll tell you what, they got some numbers on this Amador band.
It's the combined band.
Oh, this is the combined band. Okay,
yes.
Jake. I thought this was Amador because they're wearing all the blue.
Last week, we said, where's the Amador band been?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, I didn't get a chance to do last week's game. I was really disappointed. Wasn't able to see that. And as I said, you know, I know one person, you know, how Facebook gets, and people like to get with their comments, and some guy, oh, you're picking on the Wildcats. Hey, folks, we've been picking on everybody else at the favor of the Wildcats for the last how many seasons here, and we've been giving credit where credit's due. But I think there was a lot of teams outside of Sonora. Any other team in the Motherlode League was happy to see Sonora finally get their first league loss here last week. Was it 6 years now? They've run through and dominated.
So they came in 2014.
Dominated.
They were 32-0 coming into the game. And so it was a big win for Amador. And there were a lot of people down at BG's after that game. Not just Amador people, there were a lot of Argonaut people, and they were all celebrating the win that Sonora finally got beaten league. So it was pretty cool.
And,
it was
and that's
it was
a testament to what Sonora's done.
It was one of the most fun games I've ever had calling. I was pretty excited about it, and when I listened to it back, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
So go Buffs, and definitely once they get into the playoffs here. Now, Argonaut would have to win this game, which it doesn't look like that's a possibility at this point, but they would have had to win tonight to be playoff eligible.
That's
Is that correct?
They only have 3 wins coming in. You have to have a minimum of 4 wins.
Okay.
And so they will not be playoff eligible unless a miracle happens in the second half. But I think we're going to take a break and send it back to the studios and hear from our sponsors. We'll be back with second half action in this 102nd playing of the big game, so stay tuned.
I did too.
Car buying experience as easy and enjoyable as possible. Search through their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles on the web at thompsonstoyota.com or request a price quote on the new vehicle of your choice. Thompson's Toyota, home of the one price, best value guarantee. 140 Forney Road in Placerville, and on the web at thompsonstoyota.com. For over 35 years, patients of all ages have trusted Jackson Creek Dental with their smiles. Whether you need general care, orthodontics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, implants, or full mouth reconstruction, Jackson Creek Dental can take care of your smile. Voted best dental office in Amador County by readers of the Ledger Dispatch and Sierra Lodestar. New patients welcome on the web at jacksoncreekdental.com or call 223-2712 today. Argonaut Automotive is the one-stop auto repair shop you need, providing a complete range of car care services at affordable rates. Fully equipped to handle all of your maintenance and repair needs, their state-of-the-art automotive center offers computer diagnostic, factory scheduled maintenance checks, quick turnaround times, and ASE certified mechanics to tackle any issue on all makes and models of any foreign or domestic vehicle. For exceptional client care, impeccable service, and competitive rates, Argonaut Automotive is the company for you. They take care of car troubles and have their clients back on the road in no time. Call 223-2174.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
Hello, I'm Richard Fulton, CEO of Cypress Dental Insurance. If you are an employer looking for quality dental insurance for your valued employees, look no further than Cypress Dental. We are locally owned with affordable PPO dental plans where you can see any dentist starting around $29 a month per employee. If you currently don't offer dental insurance, How about our voluntary dental plan? Give your employees the option to purchase group dental insurance on a pre-tax basis. If you would like more information or a free dental quote, please call Frank Halverson at 209-954-3914. Ask Frank about our unlimited calendar year maximum plans or our incentive plan.
Why do people come from all over to buy a vehicle from Thompson's Buick GMC in Placerville? To experience the best in customer service, great deals, and excellent selection. Thompson's makes car buying fun, easy, and convenient. Why, you can even order online and have your vehicle delivered. Thompson's Buick GMC, 55 Placerville Drive in Placerville, and on the web at thompsonsbuickgmc.com. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, hey, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. We're about 3 minutes from starting this third quarter of this big game. Scoreboard shows Amador 27, Argonaut 3. It's nice to see the bands out there, nice to see what was going on at halftime. And here come the Mustangs. The Buffaloes, of course, out there already getting ready to go. Real quick, what's going on with the scores around the league? So right now, with 9 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third quarter, it is Calaveras 35, Bret Hart 7. I believe coming out of halftime right now, or at least it should be pretty close to it, Sonora 28, Somerville 14. And again, like we said here, 27-3 here at Dan Barnett Field. Frank, what's going on?
All right, well, we're getting ready to start the second half here. You know, Argonaut really needs to make some adjustments in how they're defending the pass here.
They really do.
They've just had – these receivers have just been way too wide open. The type of defense that they're playing just isn't working. Look at the drone. Somebody's flying a drone right over the field right there.
Yeah, I believe that's the Mustang TV. They're the
Hey,
Mustang
Frank and
school.
Jake, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Shoot.
So I'm looking at the scores from last week's game, and it was at halftime, Amador, it was 28, Sonora 7. Do you see anything different in Amador this week as last week? Are they playing the same game as they were against Sonora?
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're not playing. Whoops. What?
Oh, sorry, that was our headphones. Sorry.
They're not playing as wide open as they did last week. A lot of the offensive sets that we saw them use last week and the trips and releasing the tight end over the middle, we have not seen them employed tonight.
Yeah.
But a lot of the offense that you run is dictated by how a game goes. And, with Argonaut having the ball 5 times in the first quarter and not getting a first down, and Amador scoring 3 times in the first quarter, at some point you want to try to slow it down. So they started running the game and started eating the clock. The second quarter went much faster than the first quarter did because Argonaut was 3 and out, which kept stopping the clock. Amador scored in 1 or 2 plays, which didn't stop the clock. And so then they're going to start running the ball. And I think you're going to see a little bit more of that from Amador in the second half. I'm going to guess they're going to try to come out and get another quick score on this opening possession right here.
Yeah, I would think so too. And I think we're going to see a lot more bread and butter running plays that we've seen with Amador all year. But the one thing that is the same from last year, or from last week, is that the Amador offensive coordinator is playing the defense like a fiddle. And unless they make any sort of change at this halftime, then I don't see that changing at all for the rest of this game.
Yeah, they're in a tough situation because they're just outmanned, and you can't change that. So now you need to scheme your way through it, good or bad, and I think they're going to have a difficult time doing that, especially when they're down 27-3. We know Argonaut's not a quick strike type of. Onside kick picked off by Amador, or Argonaut picked off in the air. just a horrible job by the front line of the Amador kick receiving team. If you look at this on replay, he just stood there and trying to get back after the ball. He jumped and went over his head. And I believe it was number 13, Woodruff, comes racing through, just got underneath it, caught it on a fly.
How about that? Way to start that. Way to start that second half there, boys. How about that?
Amador, for whatever reason, was not expecting that. I don't know why you would not expect that in a 27-3 game, but totally got him by surprise. Now the officials are talking in the middle of the field.
See, I think what they're going to be talking about is I'm not sure if he can advance that ball after the recovery of that onside kick.
Okay, there's a flag on the ground, and it is a penalty against Argonaut. Amador's ball.
Wait, what?
No, they're saying that there was an illegal push by Argonaut, and that's what caused them to recover the onside kick.
Wait, so
it was an illegal push, and it must have been before the ball traveled, and they're giving the ball to Amador.
Okay, I've never seen pass interference or illegal pushing on a kickoff play.
On an onside kick, I've seen it before. Amador's going to have the ball in great field position, 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line, and what a turn of events there right there, huh?
Yeah.
And now Coach Davis wants an explanation as they're going over to try to explain what the call was.
Are they saying so, Jake and Frank? Do you think they're saying that they hit him and didn't give him a chance to field the ball? But that's on an onside kick. You're allowed to do so.
No, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
The ball went over the
Amador
kid's head, and Woodruff just ran underneath it, caught it on a fly.
I didn't see anybody touching Amador.
I didn't see anything on a replay, so I cannot speak to the penalty. Coach Davis seems to be okay with the explanation. If I was the coach, I probably would have been thrown out of the game at that point, but that's for another day. All right, handoff, or this time it's going to be kept by Allen. No, it wasn't Allen. Was that Drake?
Yeah.
Boy, you don't see that happen very
Frank,
much.
That was Gedney in the backfield.
It was Gedney in a Wildcat.
Now, Gedney has played quarterback in the past for
and
Amador.
I'm wondering,
Gedney's
a quarterback. Drake's out of the football game.
Okay, one thing, folks, Amador could be working on things. Who knows? You don't know what this coaching staff is thinking, but with this game pretty much in the bag,
I think Gedney's a senior.
You have to remember that Drake has had a sprained ankle. Gedney throws to the left to Allen. He breaks a couple tackles and gets the first down as the ball gets across the 30-yard line. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to tempt it.
Or
they don't want to take the chance of maybe him twisting that ankle one more time. With this lead, they feel pretty confident that they've got it safely away. Allen's a junior.
So is this?
I believe
is the class
Gedney.
of 2020 right now, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Cole
Allen's
Allen,
a
junior. I like
Drake's
Allen.
a junior.
I like what
think
Allen
Gedney
can
is
do.
a senior, though.
Gedney is a senior.
He is a senior.
But that doesn't matter. It's not like he hasn't been playing.
Oh, yeah, no.
That is not the reason they're doing this. Gedney's going to keep it himself.
I agree.
He gets across the 25-yard line to about the 24 where he's stacked up. So interesting decision by the Amador coaching staff. I'm going to try to get my binoculars and see.
Drake looks fine, Frank. He's standing there on the sideline.
Yeah, he's
and his posture looks fine. He doesn't look injured in any way.
He's taped up. But, I don't know. I'm guessing let's just make sure we've got everybody good. They've got a week. They're going to have a week off next week on a bye, I believe. So, second down for the Buffs. Gedney operating for the shotgun. He's going to quarterback keeper. He breaks it to the outside, slips one tackle, gets hit. Going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to be just a little short.
Tell you what, Frank, if this is a sub-down move just to keep Drake healthy and going into the playoffs, this game pretty much in the bag for Amador. They're well in control. That's a classy move by the Buffalo staff, and I'll say why. This is an easy game to maybe want to just kind of run that score just a little bit. Let's show how dominant we are. And if this is a situation like that, that really is kind of a class move.
Third down and 1 for the Buffs. I don't think that's what their thinking is.
I don't know what they're thinking. I have no clue. No clue.
Because
here.
they haven't subbed down their line. This is not a sub down situation. They're trying to score. I think they're just trying to protect Drake. Gedney got the first down on a keeper.
And Gedney's doing a good job running the offense.
Well, they're
Not
not running the offense. He's carried the ball every time except for one.
That was a nice little screen pass he had out there to the side, though.
You know, I think they're pretty confident in their defense that Argonaut's not going to score any points, and so they could pretty much call it how they want it at this point. So fresh set of downs for Amador, 1st and 10. Gedney from the shotgun. Motion comes from the left. Going to give it to Allen, trying to get around the right side. Cuts it inside. He's got nothing but room. Touchdown. That was too easy.
If I was building a team for next year, I'd put Cole Allen on it. I like the way this kid runs.
18-yard touchdown on the opening drive of the third quarter. 18 yards. Allen finds the end zone.
And he cuts it up.
For the second time
inside
tonight.
the block. Nice job right there inside the block of Stock. Reading his hips. Doing a great job there by Allen.
So that'll make it 33-3, awaiting the extra point. So good field position to start after the penalty on the onside kick attempt. They started at their 43-yard line and marched the ball right down the field in less than 3 minutes. And look at Woodruff
He wants another.
He wants another block. He was trying to sneak over that right side. The last extra point was blocked as Woodruff came in there, and he was trying to jump that snap.
So 33-3 before this kick. 9:03 left to go in the third quarter here. Buffalo's with second-string quarterback in there, who actually wasn't the second-string quarterback. Allen was at the beginning of the season. Gedney doing a nice job on this drive.
So Woodruff comes in again. He can't quite get to that one. Wiley kicks it up, and it's good. 9:03 left to go in the third.
God, he's got a foot.
Amador 34, Mustangs 3. We'll be back with more second-half action after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction. State license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, hey, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows the Buffaloes 34, the Argonaut Mustangs 3. Third quarter action, guys.
All right, Wiley's going to kick off for Amador from the 40-yard line. 3 deep men again, like we've seen Argonaut do all game, which is a little bit odd. Number 15, Colby Eckhart, is back with Sanders brothers.
Brother Sanders.
Deep kick by Wiley into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So Argonaut will start their first possession of the second half, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Such an advantage that that kick into the end zone in high school football.
Really is, Frank. And Amador punting well. Amador's, like we always say, there's 3 phases of this game. A lot of people want to forget about special teams, just as important as offense and defense, that field position battle, field goals, and they've got a lot of ability and do a great job on special teams.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They find themselves in a deep, deep hole. They put down the shovel a long time ago and now need to start climbing out. Straight ahead handoff this time, short gain on the play. Maybe one, a host of Buffaloes in there off the bottom of the pile. Look at the replay. I think it was a straight ahead handoff to Michael Hayes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they gave it to Hayes straight ahead. Gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Davis this time a toss trying to get across the left side, gets across the 25-yard line to about the 26. Blake Stock in on the tackle along with Nash Wiley. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. So the line of gain will be the 30-yard line. So 3rd and 4 for the Mustangs. They don't want to go 3 and out to start this third quarter. Just under 8 minutes left to go. Davis almost fumbled the snap, and he hands it and it just gets buried, and a late flag comes in after the play was over. I'm not sure what that was about.
Hey, after this penalty, I got
It's against Amador, I believe.
And after this penalty, I got a Calaveras Lumberjanes hardware scoring update for you guys.
Personal foul against Amador.
Interesting. I wonder what that was for. I didn't see anything that looked.
So that'll be a first down for Argonaut.
All right.
Yeah, they're going to mark out 15 yards, but I do not know. I did not see anything.
And that Calaveras Lumberjanes hardware scoring update I got for you, 35-7 at the end of the third quarter with Calaveras. Also, Mark and Putt Bolger, I want to say hi. You guys that are watching, listening down in Manteca tonight. Mark actually is in the Hall of Fame. Actually, the
Mr. Bolger.
Yeah.
Glad to see you paying attention. Listen to us. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Right on, brother.
What's up, Bolger?
Hope things are well.
Guy builds some beautiful bikes these days, Frank. You seen some of his work?
No.
Oh, man, you got to check it out.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Now they're marking off
another penalty.
Another personal foul.
Fast Freddy listening to us, or is he here?
I think he's here. I think he and Fredo Neto came.
I'm guessing he's not here anymore. Want to bet?
Nope.
Ball's at the 40-yard line. So I wait a minute. I don't understand.
What is happening
now?
Here,
They've
guys?
got the first down marker, but they're showing it 1st and 5.
So we're supposed to be telling you guys listening what's happening. We have no idea what they're doing here.
Now they're moving the chains, so it'll be 1st and 10. The ball is at the 40-yard line.
Okay, so that must have been a chain miscommunication.
All right, so ball's at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. On the personal foul call, Davis wants to throw. He's going to keep it himself. Goes up the middle, brought down by big number 57. Maybe that was 67. Excuse me, Thomas Fancher. We'll see on the replay. It was kind of like a quarterback draw. Davis looked like he wanted to throw. Yes, it was 67. Fancher. So a gain of 1. Let's call it 2nd down and 9. For the Mustangs. Davis under center. Motion comes from the left. That's Sanders in motion. Inside handoff to number 11. That's Josiah Sanders, tripped up by Blake Stock after a gain of a couple.
It's got to be hard to call these plays for the Mustang coaching staff. Nothing is working tonight. They haven't even found, we can do a little bit up the middle. Hey, this counter's working. This play, we've had a little success. Really, no success. If you want to talk about dominance, pretty much seen it here tonight by the Amador Buffaloes. And again, in all phases, offense, defense, special teams. They brought it tonight, I'll tell you what, folks, as expected.
3rd down and 7 for the Mustangs. Davis drops back. He throws a little screen pass out to the right side to number 87, Michael Hayes. He's going to be run out of bounds well short of the 1st down. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down for Argonaut, and they're going to send in the punt team.
Argonaut likes that swing pass, and we said they can't run the ball to get outside the tackles, so they're trying to do it with some quick throws. And still Amador, that lateral pursuit, you're not getting outside that. It's not going to happen here tonight.
Well, number 9, DeAnder, was the first one out there, and Wiley was right behind him. Their lateral pursuit is just so good. So good snap. The kick is off a low, short kick. Bounces at the 40-yard line. It's going to be downed right there at the 39. So Amador's going to have good field position. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line for their second possession here of the half.
So let's see who comes out here, Frank, at quarterback on this drive here. We saw Drake throwing the ball on
Drake
the sideline.
is coming out,
and here he is.
So I don't know what was up with that first series there to start the second half, but Drake is back in at quarterback.
And we know it wasn't an equipment issue because he was standing there arms crossed watching the last drive.
You never know.
Yeah.
Could have been a number of things. I'm not going to speculate.
The guessing game's done.
Yep, so Drake comes out. back in at the quarterback for the Buffs. He's going to operate out of the shotgun. He wants to throw first pass. Wide open, Durman Willian just on a little down and out. Gets across the 50-yard line before he's brought down all the way up to the 46. Be a first down for Amador. And those are just easy pitch and catch.
Really are.
I mean, they're just giving them so much respect on the deep ball, not getting behind them. And that was just too easy. That was just too easy. Where was the corner? The cornerback was almost 10 yards back. I'm going to watch him on this next step. He must just be retreating as soon as that ball is snapped. Because the linebacker was chasing the play, was the first one into the picture before we even saw the corner who actually had the coverage on him.
To start, Frank, they're so soft in coverage, the cushion that they're giving him.
1st and 10. Motion coming from the right, handoff, trying to get around the left side. Breaks one tackle, gets the corner, gets close to the first down. There's a late flag. Zach Simpson on the carry.
First time we've called his name tonight.
Let's see what the flag was.
Another late one. I'm assuming it's on the offense.
Far side of the field. It is against Amador. They're pointing that it's going to come back, so it's a hold. So it is going to be against Amador. That's a spot foul, so they'll mark it 10 yards, it looks like, from about the 40-yard line. So it's going to go back to the, 49-yard line. So it will be first down and about 16.
5:20 left to go here in the third quarter. An exciting second half here at Dan Barnett Field.
So first down and 16 after the holding penalty for the Buffs. Drake wants to throw. He's looking left. He's going deep.
There.
He's got a receiver. Oh, just off the fingertips.
I'll tell you, that was a nice ball. Just a little bit out in front of him, but a little more air on it than some of his other deep passes tonight. Nice touch there by Drake.
That was Gedney, just a straight go route. Pretty good defense on him right there. They had double coverage. Number 16, that was Lewis Welton.
I think Gedney wants that back. That's a ball. That's not an easy catch, folks. I'm not saying he should have caught it, but that's a play that we've seen Gedney actually make. He's one heck of a receiver.
Second down. Drake again operating the shotgun motion coming from the left. They're going to give it to him. That's Allen. Cuts it upside across the 50 to the 45. Spins off a tackle up to the 40-yard line. Nice run by Allen. He's elusive.
That's my guy, Frank. I'm telling you, next season, folks, watch out. Allen, he's going to be on an all-league list.
Third down and 4 now after the nice run by Allen for the Buffs. The ball sits at the 40-yard line. 36-yard line of gain for the Buffs here in the third quarter.
Hey, we have a Calaveras Lumber Ace Harbor scoring update, and it looks like Calaveras has put it away 42-7. We are in a running clock over there, guys.
Running clock of 42-7? Shouldn't be.
That's what my scoreboard says.
Caught by Durman Willian again, just an easy pitch and catch.
But a perfect throw,
for a first down. They're just playing so loose on these receivers. They're just going down a little dig route and cutting in, and they're just wide open.
Frank, it reminds me almost of a prevent type defense you see in the NFL. Almost trying to keep everything in front of them, giving something up, not to give up the big play.
Well, so far they've given up 34 points. Maybe they should do something different.
I totally agree with you, Frank. I don't understand it. I really don't.
All right, fresh set of downs for the Buffs.
Putting
First
yourself
and
at a
10.
disadvantage before it even gets
Drake
going
under
here.
center, I formation behind him. Schultz and Villarreal. Villarreal's going to get the handoff, and he fumbled it, but he fell right back on it. The ball looked like it kicked out, and it just came right back up to him. Let's look at it on the replay. But nice gain on the play. Schultz out in front. Yep, the ball popped out and bounced right back into his arms. We saw that happen a little earlier in the year. That's just the fortuitous bounce that it is. Gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 3. Handoff to Villarreal again. This time turning on the right side. He gets the corner, gets across the 20-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Hey, Jake, that Calaveras game with Bret Hart, is that in the fourth quarter, late in that game?
Yeah, it's in the fourth quarter. That's why we got
the coaches could have agreed to that running clock possibly at that point, I would think.
Also, it's going to be just short of the first down and marked at the 20. I thought he had enough for the first down at the 19, but they marked it at the 20. So it will be 3rd down and 1 for Amador.
The other scoring update I got for you guys, just updated. Sonora now pulling away 35-14, still in the third quarter, though, over there.
All right, Gedney split out to the left. Hand off to Stock. He got the first down and more, so new set of downs for Amador will be 1st and 10 from about the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it right at the 15.
So just under 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, 34-3, Buffaloes threatening inside the red zone.
Amador's second possession here of the half. They scored on a short field after the penalty on the onside kick. Had good field position, only had to go 43 yards, finished off by an 18-yard run by Allen. Now they've got it 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Drake under center. There's a whistle. Looked like a false start by Amador, so that'll back about 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15.
Some confusion on the snap count or something there, Frank, because DeManuelin and Stock both jumped off there.
So it'll be 1st and 15 for Amador. The penalty will drop the ball back to the 20-yard line.
Takes it back 5 yards to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 15.
So 1st and 15 for Amador. It's been all Buffs tonight, 34-3.
Been a pretty quick moving third quarter here. Almost over. 2 minutes left to go in the quarter.
Drake wants to throw. He's looking to the left. He's got Durman Willian open. Complete. Sheds a tackle. Runs towards the goal line. Is he in? Touchdown.
Tell you what, Frank, thought he may have released that a little bit too late, but now he's got the arm strength to make that throw. Great job by Drake on that play there.
20-yard touchdown pass. Drake to Durman Willian. I see exactly what you were saying. He did throw that a little bit late, and the defender was closing on him, but the ball got there fast enough. Durman Willian spun around, broke that one tackle that got it in the end zone. 20-yard touchdown. Drake to Durman Willian. Awaiting the extra point here. 40 points on the board for Amador. Wiley in for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kicks up, and it's good. 1:56 left to go in the third. Amador 41, Argonaut 3. We'll be back with more big game action right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, hey, we're back here at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows Mustangs 3, the Thundering Herd 41. 1 minute 56 seconds here left in the third quarter, and Amador is set to kick. And hey, I got a bit of an interesting story that was told by the Sonora announcers when they talked with the coaching staff after the loss to Amador last week, and they said that during the halftime show, the coaches told them that Amador had run completely different plays, completely different formations, completely different everything than they had seen on film all year.
I said that last week. They'd never run trips. They never ran Wiley dragging Wiley across the middle of from the tight end position with trips out to the left. Totally different formation, totally different plays that obviously they had saved up specifically for that game, and they just crushed Sonora.
You know, if that's the case, I wonder how long they had been practicing that specific
Weeks,
game plan.
From what I was told, I talked to Gunner Drake's grandfather, who pretty much comes to every practice, takes Gunner to a lot of quarterback camps and this and that, said they've been working on him for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Which may have been an issue when it came to the Calaveras game.
That game was just that was a poor coaching job by the offensive coordinator in that job. That's all I'll say about that. So the kickoff, Wiley kicked it into the end zone for a touchback. Argonaut started 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Only their second possession of the quarter. Only 1:44 left to go. So this quarter has gone fast. And they gained about 2 on the play by Michael Hayes. It'll be 2nd down and 8. And that offense just has not been able to generate anything against this very, very stingy Buffalo defense.
One thing I like to watch at a time like this, you really see the character of these young men. If they're still giving 100%, no chance of winning this ball game. Let's see how the Mustangs finish this one out. And they're still fighting.
Davis is going to keep it, or no, the late handoff to Sanders. He gets a couple, and man, he just runs into a whole bunch of white jerseys there. So gain of a couple on the play. It'll be 3rd down, and let's call it 6.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6.
Under a minute left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
So Frank, does the bell stay at Amador all year if they win the game? Where does the bell go?
It goes to the school that wins the game. It stays there all year. It's picked up the day before the big game breakfast that was canceled this year because of the PSPS.
Okay.
And the Rotary Club brings it to the game and presents it to the winning team after the game. Sanders got way too deep on that, and he's just drugged down for a big loss on the play by number 24 for our Amador. That's Chris Niddle. And so Argonaut has had 2 possessions here in the 3rd quarter and has gone 3 and out on both of those, just like we saw on the first 5 possessions in the 1st quarter.
And at this point of the game, you're thinking anywhere on the field, is it 4-down territory? This deep in Amador territory, Argonaut looks like they're going to punt this.
No, you got to punt it. Why?
There's no chance of winning the game. Why let the scoreboard get more out of hand?
End of 3 quarters. Look at the scoreboard. It's been a Buffalo Stampede, 41, Argonaut Mustangs 3. We'll be back. 4th quarter, big game action right after this.
Central State Credit Union is a great place to begin your search for a new vehicle, and you can share the benefits of your membership by referring family and friends. Just like you, they can save a lot of money with a great rate and a lot of time at the dealership by going in with a pre-approval. Invite your family and friends to experience the difference today. Applying for an auto loan is easy with options including in-branch or online application and pre-approval. Visit them online at centralstatecu.org or call them at 444-5300. Subject to credit approval, federally insured by NCUA. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All right, hey, we're back at Dan Barnett Field. Scoreboard shows of Thundering Herd 41, Mustangs 3. We are just about to kick off 4th quarter action, guys.
4th down, Argonaut's going to punt. The ball sits on the 19-yard line, so Amador is going to get the ball in good field position. Only their 3rd possession of the 2nd half. Good kick. Fielded right about the 46-yard line by Stock. He comes across the left side, gets across the 50, and then drugged down. Nice job on coverage there by number 85.
Hey.
I'll tell you what, he's had a pretty good game
I was
tonight.
going to say,
Garrett
Frank,
Elmore.
if there's one positive sign we've seen from the Mustangs, it's been Elmore on punt coverage. And they just threw a penalty flag down on the field.
I saw a late flag come in there, and that just means it's against Amador.
Holding? How do you throw a penalty that late on a play?
From where he was. But anyway, that'll move the ball back to the Amador 45-yard line. So that's where Amador will start 1st and 10, their 3rd possession of the half. They scored on the first 2 possessions that they had in this half. So, and the clock is running, so they are into a running clock right now. So maybe it is 35 into the 4th quarter. So the clock is running, and it shouldn't be after the penalty, after the kick. Straight ahead handoff to Villarreal, gets stopped by number 85. Again, Garrett Elmore played a heck of a game here tonight for the Mustangs. Been in on a lot of tackles. Gain of about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Max Todden also in there. Max, we've called his name a lot tonight.
Yeah, we have. We've done it a lot this season. Stud for the Argonaut Mustangs. But as we said, Frank, Argonaut's a really young team. They should be pretty strong next year with these guys coming back with a little bit of experience.
Yeah, they lost a lot of players last year. And Amador jumped. Wiley was the first one to charge off of his tight end position there right in front of us here. So they're going to back it off 5. But he and the tackle jumped. So little confusion on the snap count. And Drake is not in there. Gedney's in there again this time. So I'm not quite sure what the thought process is here. But Gedney's back in at quarterback, 41-3 Amador.
I don't either, Frank, but hey.
So Gedney can operate under center. I formation behind him. Straight ahead handoff to Schultz. Fighting through, gets across the 45. Gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
And, Frank, to speculate again, you said that Drake has a little bit of an ankle issue. This could also be preparation for the playoffs. Something happens. Gedney's got some reps in there. He's prepared. Really no idea why they're doing it, but Gedney has played quarterback before.
Interesting enough, though, when Drake missed the El Dorado game, when he hurt that ankle in before the game, Allen was the quarterback for that whole game.
Yep.
So 3rd down, Gedney, handoff straight ahead, gets across the 50 to the 45. He's going to have a 1st down. That was Villarreal. So gain of about 9 on the play. They only needed 8. So 1st down for Amador.
Amador scored fairly quick on a lot of their drives, but really haven't seen the output, the number of carries for Villarreal as we're used to seeing. Running Allen a lot, Stock a lot tonight. But
well, they had a lot of big plays in the first half,
Scoring quick,
and scored really quick, so they didn't run that many plays.
8:20 left to go in this ball game, 41-3 Buffaloes.
1st and 10 for Amador. Gedney in at quarterback, under center. He's talking to his receiver out there, and I don't think he even knows what he's talking about. I think he saw him do that on TV.
It looked good.
Straight ahead handoff to Schultz.
Check me out, guys. I'm Tom Brady.
The receiver's looking at him like, what? he was giving him some of those Manning signals down there. The guy going,
he's telling him to steal 3rd, and the guy's saying, what? Bunt? I don't know what he's saying. Not picking up those
All right,
sounds.
nice gain on the play of about 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for Amador.
Not that they'll need to be used, but both teams have all 3 timeouts here.
Yeah, Josh Johnson, number 13 for Amador. Haven't seen him in a lot. A senior getting to play in the big game. Bertero goes in motion. He's going to get the ball, trying to get around the right side. Gets close to the 1st down marker. Let's see where they're going to spot it. So Amador has subbed down a lot on their offense right now, with Johnson in, Bertero in, number 32, Cody Lewis in the game, all seniors. So 3rd down and 1 for Amador, just under 7 minutes to go in the game. Third down and 1. Bertero goes into motion, straight ahead handoff, 1st down and more. That's Schultz. Gets across the 30-yard line, brought down at about the 29. So that'll be enough to move the chains as the clock continues to run. Normally in high school football, the clock stops on a 1st down to reset the chains, but with the score 41-3, we are in a running clock. So this game should be over in approximately 6 minutes and 20 seconds, barring an injury timeout. So 1st and 10 for Amador. Bertero in the backfield with Schultz. Motion coming this side from Stock. Stock's going to cut it up. He gets across the 25, gets tackled at about the 24-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Hey, after the game tonight, folks, BG Lounge, Melon Phase, they're open. They'll be serving food. Again, BG Lounge, you guys want to go somewhere to hang out, always the place in the county to do so. Again, Melon Phase and the BG Lounge. And something I always like to say, I say support the businesses that support our community. You know the Gilman family and Melon Phase are one of those businesses and have been sponsoring high school football here on KVGC since day one. So patronize these businesses we talk about, folks. They make this all possible here for you. 2nd
down and 4. Bertero goes into motion. Whoa, who's that big guy in the backfield? That's hand on it. He's rumbling and bumbling. That's Lyman for the touchdown. Are you kidding me? 24 yards. The big guy, number 55, Clint Lyman, takes it to the house. Look at this guy rumble.
It's their refrigerator Perry.
So, an interesting fact about Lyman actually is that he actually plays rugby in Folsom, in one of those Folsom leagues. So he's actually a winger. actually for the rugby team. So Joey actually told me about that yesterday when I was talking to him about it. Actually,
I looked
Fun
up,
stuff.
they handed up. I said, "That's number 55. What are they doing?"
He gave it to the wrong guy.
Lyman takes it in. Wiley with the kick. It's up, and it's good. Look at the scoreboard. 4:30 left to go. The clock is still running, but it's all Amador Buffaloes tonight. 48 for Amador, 3 for the Mustangs. We'll be back with the last 4 minutes of this game right after this.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
Right, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field where the scoreboard shows the Buffaloes 48, the Mustangs 3. Buffaloes set to kick, 3:30 and counting left in the ball game, guys.
2 weeks in a row, the Buffs have hung close to a 50-burger on Sonora as well as Argonaut. And, man, what a show they put on tonight.
And we have some final scores as well around the league.
Josiah Saunders, Joshua Saunders, and Colby Eckhart back deep for the Mustangs. 3:08 and counting here. We are on a running clock, so this game will not last very much longer. A deep kick fielded at the 5-yard line by Saunders. Gets up to the 10. Now he's in trouble. Nowhere to go. And just swarmed under short of the 14-yard line. Great. Oh, there's a fight in the middle of the field. Their flags go. 2 players down decided they were going to take this out. Big number 87, Michael Hayes for the Mustangs. And that's going to be offsetting penalties, I'm sure, because that's the way they usually bail themselves out of these, by calling them on both teams. And,
Yep.
And instead of starting the instigator, because usually they don't catch the instigator, right?
So that actually stops the clock with these penalties here. 2:37 left to go.
Guess what? Offsetting penalties, I'm shocked. How did I know that?
When it comes to that, just pick them up and don't even say anything. Let's get this thing moving.
All right, so the ball's down at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for Argonaut. Clock continues to run. I don't know why all of a sudden it just stopped, but it shouldn't. Now they're winding it. 2:35 to go.
First down, Mustang.
Mustangs have it at the 25-yard line. Their first possession of the quarter. Each team has had the ball once in this fourth quarter. That's number 85, Garrett Elmore diving forward. Or King, 80, excuse me.
It looks like they've subbed down at quarterback. Is that 16 or 10?
That's
Frank?
number 16, I believe. That's Luis Welton. He was the punter that threw the pass, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
And that's when my daughter sent me a text. Why isn't he the quarterback for the Mustangs? That was the best pass of the night.
Really was, too, while he was getting hit.
Yeah.
At the same time.
So 2nd down and 6 for Argonaut. Whoop, nowhere to go there. I think they tried to get that to King again. It looked like a little confusion on the play.
So about a minute and a half left. Might get another play or two off here for the Mustangs, and then that's going to end this game. Amador, as expected, came in and just took it to Argonaut in their house. Right now, 48-3 here at Dan Barnett Field.
Hey, our Calaveras Lumberjacks Hardware scoring update, our finals here. We've got fourth quarter, 42-14. Sonora finally closing it out over Somerville. And then final, Calaveras 42, Bret Hart 14 final.
Handoff this time, and that offense just isn't quite running as smooth. That double wing, it's a lot of footwork and a lot of timing. And when you get some different guys in there, we've talked about it all year. You know, Bo Davis has been running this double wing in his living room since probably he was 5. And there's a lot more to it than you think. And Argonaut is just a little bit out of sync here.
Timing's really important in this
Yeah,
offense.
very much so. 40 seconds left. This could be the last play of the game. It's 4th down and 1 for Argonaut. They're going to go for it. 30 seconds left. Quarterback sneak. He fumbles the snap. The ball's in the backfield, and he gets it. I think he's going to get a first down. He picked it up.
Looks like he did, Frank.
But
it's a little too late.
The clock is still running. There's 15 seconds. I think that's going to be the last play of the game. They are going to give Argonaut the first down, but that's going to do it as both teams go out to center field. The 101st playing the 97th year of the big game. It's in the books. The big game bell returns to Amador as the Buffaloes stampede all over the Mustangs tonight, 48-3. We'll be back with our post-game wrap right after this.
Glass Doctor's new showroom and design center is open. See and feel heavy glass shower enclosures, quality vinyl, luxury wood windows and doors. Whether it's new construction or remodels, foggy and broken glass, homes and commercial buildings, we do it all and are happy to consult with you for your project. We still install quality auto glass and calibrate your windshields for safety. So stop by today at Highway 49 just before Jackson Gate Road and O'Reilly Auto Parts, or go to glassdoctor.com for a free estimate.
Argonaut Automotive is the one-stop auto repair shop you need, providing a complete range of car care services at affordable rates. Fully equipped to handle all of your maintenance and repair needs, their state-of-the-art automotive center offers computer diagnostic, factory-scheduled maintenance checks, quick turnaround times, and ASE-certified mechanics to tackle any issue on all makes and models of any foreign or domestic vehicle. For exceptional client care, impeccable service, and competitive rates, Argonaut Automotive is the company for you. They take care of car troubles and have their clients back on the road in no time. Call 223-2174. For over 35 years, patients of all ages have trusted Jackson Creek Dental with their smiles. Whether you need general care, orthodontics, periodontal care, cosmetic dentistry, implants, or full mouth reconstruction, Jackson Creek Dental can take care of your smile. Voted best dental office in Amador County by readers of the Ledger-Dispatch and Sierra Lodestar. New patients welcome on the web at jacksoncreekdental.com or call 223-2712 today.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness.
All right, hey, and we're back here at Dan Barnett Field for the final score, this 102nd playing of this big game, 3-48 in favor of the Buffaloes. As you just saw there on the field, Amador was just presented with the rotary bell, and they couldn't be happier, guys.
Well, it was pretty much what we expected tonight, just a dominating performance by Amador and that defense. They came into the night only allowing a little over 8 points a game, and they were below that tonight.
Hey, Frank,
giving up the one field goal.
Before you go any further, can I say one thing?
You can say two things if you'd like.
I'll stick to one. Some people out there, Halverson, what are you picking this week? 38-10 to wrap up the season. Pretty good percentage right there, Frank Halverson, with the picks this season. So well done, buddy.
Not too bad.
3-0 this week.
Thank you. 3-0 this week. 2 weeks in a row. Go 3-0, but more importantly, I just have enjoyed calling these games all year long. I love high school sports. I love high school football, and we appreciate all of you out there that listen to us, our sponsors that allow us to continue to do this, and we're certainly looking forward to the playoffs going forward as Amador has a lot of momentum going in. The brackets will be out Sunday afternoon, and we'll be sure to give those to you. I apologize this week that we did not have the pigskin preview on the Facebook page. We had a file. Our file was corrupted after we recorded it, so I ended up just recording it on the telephone, and it did play on the radio. But those of you, I had a couple comments. It was not on the Facebook. We'll be back on. We'll record it on Tuesday. It'll be on Wednesday morning. But let's look back and give a little recap to this game. You know, like I said, it's what we expected, that dominant offense and that quick strike or defense and the quick strike offense by Amador. Amador kicked off. They won the toss, and they deferred. Argonaut went 3 and out. Amador got good field position starting on the 49-yard line. In the very first play of the game, Drake hits Durman Willian for a 51-yard touchdown. A wide-open Durman Willian, as he was all night long, and not a minute and a half had been played, and Amador took a 7-0 lead. Well, Argonaut takes the next kick, and they go 3 and out again. And for the first time, Amador went 3 and out, so they punt it back. Argonaut goes 3 and out, and on a short punt that was fielded by McCarty at about the 23-yard line, he ran it back to the 1-yard line, and that was finished off by a 1-yard touchdown run by Villarreal. And at the 4:35 mark, Amador had a 14-0 lead. Argonaut would go 3 and out again. They had 5 possessions in the quarter and went 3 and out every single time. Next, Allen would go, well, let's hear what happens next. Drake in the shotgun. He's going to give it coming around the left hand, and he's got a lot of room. He's running to the 35, to the 30. That's Allen. He's tackled at the 1-yard line. That's going to be our Melon Face BG Lounge call of the game. Cole Allen all the way down to the 2. So a 53-yard pickup by Cole Allen. That was on first down and 10 on that possession, and Allen took it around the right side for a 53-yard gain all the way down to the 2-yard line. Stock cleaned up from there, taking it in for a 21-0 first quarter lead with 1:41 left to go. Argonaut would then go 3 and out, and on the first play of the second quarter, they would turn it over on downs, and Amador would go right back to work. 30-yard touchdown run by Stock, 27-0 lead at the 9:42 mark. Then Argonaut would turn it over again. Elmore would get an interception by Drake, threw it right to Elmore, and that was the one time that Argonaut had good field position. That drive stalled, but it ended up getting points on the board as King was able to kick a 32-yard field goal. So with 1:16 left in the half, Amador led the game 27-3, and that's how it read at halftime. Amador received the opening kickoff to start the second half, and after an attempted onside kick by Argonaut that appeared that it worked, and I'll have to get some more clarification on that, but there was a penalty called against Argonaut for some sort of illegal block or something. So Amador took over with great field position, and from the 43-yard line, and Allen ran it in from 18 yards out for a 34-3 lead at the 9:03 mark. Argonaut, again, couldn't do anything on offense. The very next drive, Drake hits Durman Willian for a 22-yard touchdown, 41-3 with 1:56 left. That's how the third quarter ended. Amador would score one more time on a touchdown by big number 55. Clint Lyman rumbling and bumbling from 25 yards out with make the score 43-8, and that was our final. All Buffs, lots of steam heading into the playoffs.
Yeah, you know what, Frank, and as you picked going into this game, no surprise, Amador pretty easily handled the Mustangs tonight. The Mustangs, a young team coming into this season. You talked about them losing about 90% of their production from last season. And again, a lot of young guys run by a sophomore quarterback. You can only expect them to improve going into next season, and really do look for a vastly improved Argonaut Mustang team next year. Amador's got some young guys on this powerhouse team, so both of these teams are going to come back strong and be players in this league next year.
Amador's losing a lot of their big guys, though, but
they're losing some
of those
boys.
They haven't lost them yet, and I'm looking forward to the playoff run and to see where Amador could take us this year. 3 years ago, they took us on a magic carpet ride all the way down south to the state championship. We'll see what kind of ride we're going to go on this year, but I'm excited about it. For this big game, folks, we decided to give 2 players of the game. Our Bistro 49 players of the game for Argonaut will be number 85, Garrett Elmore. Outstanding job by Elmore all game long. It seemed like we were calling his number a lot. Probably if we needed to go one other guy, it probably would have been 53, Max Totten. But we're going to give the Bistro 49 player of the game to Garrett Elmore from Argonaut. And from Amador, you know, we've been touting this guy all year long about the great job that he does on the defense. But, you know, those guys in the trenches don't get a lot of limelight all the time. And he's been doing a great job all year long. And you know what? He finally got to touch the ball. And what did he do? He took it in for a touchdown. The Bistro 49 player of the game for the Amador Buffaloes, number 55, Clint Lyman. Congratulations to both those players.
Well deserved. Honorable mention, really liked the running of Cole Allen, and he's going to be one to be reckoned with next season. But we're giving this one to Lyman tonight, just not for what he did tonight, but what he's done all season. And nice to give those boys in the trenches a little bit of love. So I agree with you, Frank. Nice call on Clint Lyman here tonight.
All right, so that's going to do it for us tonight. Sunday, the brackets will be out. I will come on with my pigskin preview with playoff previews and brackets next week. I anticipate that Amador will have a bye. Next week, Calaveras should have a home game. So I think that's where we're going to be, but we'll give it to you as soon as we find out. With that, thank you to our sponsors. Thanks for watching. Jake, JD,
yes, sir,
and Cam Merzlak on our camera. Thanks, everybody, for helping out. Hope you enjoyed the big game 2019 version, and we'll see you next week. Good night, everyone.
Take care.
Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again.